Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we are talking about the Nancy Guthrie case, and we have been digging, and I mean digging. Got a lot to talk about on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They call me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and He made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Coming in clutch, better tighten them pearls, dropping cold facts. Got the truth for the world, no smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch.
No, it's not you. It's me answering.
Coming in clutch, better tighten them pearls, dropping cold facts. Got the truth for the world, no smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls, dropping cold facts. Got the truth for the world, no smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Better tighten them pearls, dropping cold facts. Got the truth for the world, no smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Uh, I'm trying to do it members only, and is it saying members only? I want to make sure it's saying members only because we got a lot today we're dealing with. Hello, Miss Ginger. Good to see you. Okay. I just want to make sure we're in members only. Okay, perfect. All right, good to see everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really, really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is April 26th, 2026. It is currently 7:47 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. And I have been digging like nonstop, digging, working really hard to try to find some more sense of the Guthrie case. I do want to read something before I get started. And I want to make something very clear. Nothing said here tonight should be taken as an accusation against any person discussed, shown, named, referenced, or connected to the case. I'm not saying or implying or suggesting the individual is guilty, involved, responsible, or connected to any criminal activity unless there has been an official stated by law enforcement or proven in a court of law. This live stream is for commentary, discussion, news analysis, and public interest purposes only. We are discussing publicly available information, media reports, timelines, statements, and opinions. Do not contact, message, threaten, harass, accuse, dox, or interfere with anyone mentioned in the connected case. Do not go to anyone's house, workplace, social media pages, family members, friends, or associates. Um, don't harass them in any way. Everyone is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in court otherwise. Okay. Our goal here is awareness and discussion, right? So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Yvette, thank you so much for renewing your membership, baby. YT, welcome. Jerry Lynn, thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. Trish, thank you so much, my friend. And Mama J, 7 months. Appreciate you very much. Um, I don't move off the couch, so no worries. Okay. So last night we were speaking about a name that was brought up in this case, and it's very interesting. After the live stream last night, my phone was blowing up, and he was on this Zach gentleman was on another channel just a little bit ago. I want to get in contact with that creator. I don't know his. I'm trying to think of his channel name. I'll tell you here in a second, and we'll go over that. Did you, Ginger? It was quite interesting, quite interesting. And there's some interesting things. Again, I want to make it clear that Zach says that he is not involved in the Nancy Guthrie case at all. He claims that he was in Jordan the time that Nancy Guthrie was taken outside, abducted, right, for ransom or whatever. Now, again, that's what he says, and there you go. 1 second, y'all. I need to fix my camera. But I want to show you some things because was he on panel last night too? He was on no, today, just a little bit ago. And Zach is always welcome here if he ever wants to speak or whatever. But I have a lot of questions, a lot of questions. So let me just kind of get you up to what we were talking about last night. You guys know I did some uh, outlines and stuff on Zach and or well, not Zach, the guy here, the suspect, and then obviously Zach's picture is here on your right or left. I don't know which one it would be for you. And the similarities to me is very, very interesting. Um, I'm not trying to make anyone believe anything. Uh, that's not what I just tell you my opinion and show you what I come up with and work hard to do that. So, Mama, thank you so much for 7 months. Appreciate you. Pammy Bear, thank you so much, my dear. Letting 5 doing just the members only, but there's just things that I'll be showing today that I have to. Um, I have to. So thank you for allowing 5 more to come in. I appreciate you for that very, very much. Oops, what I do? Okay. All right. So when we were doing again, these are not the green right here. This is not AI in any way, shape, or form. These are like night filters and stuff that we put on them so we could see the outlines of this suspect more. And again, these are his lips and all that, and we talked about that. Here's some more photos, and this one really got me, to be honest with you, just the stance and all of that. Um, a lot of people has spoken about tattoos on his wrist. I do not think this suspect has tattoos. I have looked at them and I have literally taken them literally frame by frame. And I, in my opinion, don't believe this person has tattoos. I think it could be a shadow. I think it could be hair. It could be a bracelet, but it's not, in my opinion, a tattoo. Okay. Yes, they are. It's pretty uncanny if you ask me, right? So there's that. Now, I want to go over a few things, a lot of things actually. Um Whenever the Range Rover was taken in, whenever the Range Rover was taken in, we saw a guy there. And in my opinion, and I'll let you guys, think what you want, and we're going to get down the rabbit hole here in a little bit. Just trust me on this. Um, I do not believe the person that was driving that Range Rover that night that we saw the FBI and all of out there. I do not think that it was Luke at all. At all. There was reports that there was mom and a guy at the home, and then they pulled someone over in a Range Rover. Now, it is true, Luke bought a Range Rover, right? Luke bought a Range Rover. Uh-huh. Um, right. Yes, he did say that, Jerry. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Thank you so much, Jeannie. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for your support. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really do. And all of that. Now, I want to go back to some things because, again, and again, I will be the first to say I have no idea who did this in the Nancy Guthrie case, but I believe the FBI does. I do believe the FBI does, in my opinion. And I think they're probably further along than perhaps we know, right? So we was getting to some of this stuff last night. Now, Zach's name was brought up whenever we saw the back of the Range Rover, right? Whenever we saw the back of the Range Rover, it said a business on it. And Zach talks about this today as well. And let me go to, let me see here. We're going to go to this article before we get into the meat and potatoes. That way you can just, I believe they do, Sherry. I believe law enforcement, in my opinion, knows who did this. I believe, again, if you followed me on this case from the beginning, I have said, well, since they did, the FBI did those warrants, right? I said, there is just, in my opinion, there is just no way that the FBI got it wrong 3 times. I just can't, there's just no way someone will convince me that the FBI got it wrong 3 times for those warrants. They are the best of the best, right? And this is, who is Zach Jacob? Man looked identical to mask perp in the Nancy Guthrie case, Range Rover link, ? And Zach is a 40-year-old male, has come under fresh scrutiny as the internet is convinced that it is the same guy captured outside Nancy Guthrie's door. And let me see here. The Pima County Sheriff's Department and the FBI extended their pleas for the public to help bring Nancy Guthrie home. Amid this, social media has once again taken the investigation into their own hands. This time, the attention has zeroed on a man named, I don't know how you pronounce his full name. I can't say it very good. Zach Jacob. But why is so many users connected to this, convinced rather, that Zach is the masked predator? So who is Zach Jacob, and how does his name surface to the Nancy Guthrie investigation? We're going to be looking at some of these pictures here momentarily, a little bit closer, and I want to hear what you guys have to say for this. Guys, please hit that thumbs up button if you would. Greatly appreciate y'all being here. The name gained traction on social media platforms such as X and Reddit over the past few days. Last Friday, on February 13, 2026, a Range Rover seized during a law enforcement operation near the Guthrie's home. The vehicle, wrapped in, quote, evidence, in quote, tape, was towed from the Culver's parking lot in Tucson. Internet users quickly noticed that the Range Rover appeared to have a license plate frame from the Tucson dealership named MG Motors. Some users built on this information just scrolled through MG Motors' Instagram page, where they stumbled upon older posts featuring a Range Rover. Zach was one of those people who had liked the photo. And here we go again. Okay, further digging revealed that Zach resided in Arizona locality, allegedly somewhere in California Avenue. Okay, now I want to make it clear what Zach says. He says on his interview today, which again we're going to get into shortly, he says that he has not lived in the United States allegedly since 2019. 2019. Everything that I have researched um, with my private investigator that I work with, and everything that I have looked at, um, I will say that allegedly the paperwork says otherwise. Okay, so you can take that how you will. Um, Everything that I see shows that mail is still being sent to a um, local address. Okay, so I can probably show you a little screenshot of that, right? Um, so we'll get to that stuff here in a little bit, though. And yeah, okay. So they the users found that MG Motors, where was that? Okay, MG Motors also, okay. Upon checking the social media account, users found that MG Motors also followed him, but it was his facial features that raised further suspicion. This article says users on the X shared Jack's photos and mentioned that he appeared. Why does it say Jack's photo? Appeared to have a goatee, thin eyebrows, and eyes that allegedly bore a striking similarity with the masked suspect features seen in the Nancy Guthrie's doorbell footage camera. And one user wrote here that they are definitely convinced that it was Zach. Is this one of the Nancy Guthrie's porch? Just look at those eyes. Okay. Zach's name and photo have since gone viral on social media, with users being convinced that he looked quite similar. One ex user wrote, I'm definitely convinced Zach is one on the Nancy Guthrie porch. Just look at those eyes. Another wrote, Range Rover belongs to this guy. One wrote, and a third user remarked, quote, the other guys are also detained, question mark, right? And Zach saw this post with his picture, and that they have, hold on, right? His name is Zach, saw a post with his picture, and they have been connected before in a different, okay, someone is, okay, allegedly they've been connected in a different crime, but I don't believe that. Zach has literally no criminal history at all. Nothing. Nothing. Um, but from my research, um, I'll just say allegedly that he's not been in the country for a quite a long time either. So, you know, take that how you will. How relevant are the claims? Was Zach really detained? With the speculation gaining momentum every passing day, Parade recently reached out to the alleged person of interest himself. Yes, the publication connected with Zach to find out why he suddenly is the center of the public scrutiny. However, the 40-year-old has completely denied any involvement in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case, calling the internet for making baseless allegations. He says, quote, I'm going to be honest with you. These people are stupid. They don't have like a sure confirmation that Zach drove a Range Rover or owned a Range Rover. And I will say that it's very easy to find what kind of vehicle someone owns. It's very easy to find that. But Anyway, he also talks to himself in third person. You'll see that. Hey, Susie Q. Here in just a little bit, he continually talks about himself in third person. This is one of the messages that he wrote. Guys, the car sold a week ago to a guy with his mom. I'm not the owner of that stupid Range Rover, and I'm not inside the country for a long time ago. Don't believe these stupid people and their lies, too. He says that he hasn't lived in the United States since 2019 and is currently residing in Jordan. Regarding the Range Rover connection, he confirmed that he previously worked at MG Motors, which is owned by friends of his. However, the car that's been linked to him has no connection whatsoever, he says. Speaking about how he randomly found himself in the middle of controversy, he says, quote, I know one thing. I slept on Friday. I woke up on Saturday. I find myself with 1,000 of people following me on Instagram, adding me on Facebook. They're adding me on Snapchat for no reason. People sending me messages saying, you are guilty. You are this. You are DEAD, end quote. According to Zach, authorities have never contacted him. Just remember that. He also disrupts claims that he owned, sold, or drove the Range Rover in question. He further denies rumors circulating online that he was involved in a pew-pewing or had been detained, mentioning the threats of harassment and that the flooding his social media for no reason. He shared, quote, I didn't sell the car. I didn't own the car. Nobody pulled me over. People saying that the sheriff pulled me over. There's others people that saying that he unalived himself, that he pew-pewed himself in a white van. That came from other creators saying someone pew-pewed themselves. I don't know about the white van. I believe he doesn't know anything about the white van. I wholeheartedly believe that. Still, until this minute, as I told you, they're talking about me. Did the authorities identify Jack as a person of interest? Contrary to popular belief and news coverage across the nation, law enforcement agencies, including the Pima County Sheriff's Department and FBI, have not named a suspect or Zach either as a person of interest. Regarding the authorities have actually said, however, in the Nancy Guthrie case, home should be treated like a crime scene thanks to the tampered doorbell, her heart medicines and devices left, and more importantly, the blood found near the house entrance that matched the DNA. Multiple people, reportedly more than 20, have been detained and released in recent weeks, including individuals connected to other search warrants and vehicle seizures. However, no arrests have been made. Nancy Guthrie was first reported missing on February 1st. Okay. And this guy is believed to be between 5'1" and 5'10", or sorry, 5'9" and 5'10". Okay. If we go here, remember this.
That's why there is no diabetes in Israel. If you are a Christian and don't know that.
Hi, guys. We are now able to independently confirm some new information in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This is from an inside source that is now reportable. I want to take you through the new information we've learned. We can now report investigators now believe this was a burglary gone wrong. We've interviewed multiple experts since this began who also said, based on the evidence, the surveillance video, and other aspects of this case, that they also believed this was not an intended kidnapping. As for Friday night's operations, law enforcement activity, we can now report from our inside source that DNA evidence is currently being tested that was found from that Range Rover at the scene outside Culver's. You could see when investigators were there, they put up a tarp that they were doing some sort of investigative work there. And last, but probably most important, the widespread belief by investigators tonight is that Nancy Guthrie could be alive. We'll keep you up to date as we learn more. We are working on many things behind the scenes, but again, tonight, big updates. They believe this was a burglary gone wrong. DNA evidence is being tested from the Range Rover, and the widespread belief by investigators is that Nancy Guthrie could be alive. Stick with us. We'll bring you the very latest as we learn more.
Okay. I'm not sure if that was the video I wanted or not, but here we go. All right. And then I'm going to show you this. These were obviously some of, they pulled stuff around it. In my opinion, there could be, never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'll just wait. I'll show it to you in a second. But they were at this Range Rover and all that. And they took it in, they did testing, and they gave it back, right? They gave it back. There's only been, other than Nancy's house, they've only did the Range Rover, the Daly's home, and the Tommaso and Annie's and Carlos. That's the only places that we've known that they have been, right? Now, one thing I want to show you, right here, is this photo. This photo, to me, is very interesting. I'll let you decide on what you think. I have my opinion on it, and I would like to hear yours. Who, in your opinion, does this look like to you? Who does this look like to you, in your opinion? Because this is not Luke. I think there's at least two LB. Yeah, I think there's two. And I think, in my opinion, that Luke bought a Range Rover, but someone else maybe has a Range Rover as well. So, is that handcuffs or bracelets? That is a watch. That's a watch. Look at the nose and look at the goatee. That's a watch. There's his nose. You can see the tip. And then there's the goatee. Dawn, I believe it is, in my opinion. Right, he's sitting in the Range Rover. This is the door, and there's other people around him. This is his hand. This is a silver watch on his right arm. He's got a hoodie over him. You can see a little bit of his face. You can see his nose. You can see the tip of that nose, the nostrils, how they go out, and then you can see the goatee. His nose is distinct for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, there's things that I want to pull up here and show you. Let me get this. Hopefully I've got it here. All right. There's different things that Zach has spoken on the internet about for a little while now. And I want to show you those. as well. Okay. Again, Zach just says that he used to work at this car lot, right? He just says he used to work there. And he hasn't not only not worked there in a long time, but he hasn't even been in the United States, he claims, in a long time. Okay. Here's some things that this person says, Zach, I saw another post that you said you sold it to his mom, meaning Luke's mom, right? There was allegedly a post that he said that he sold it to Luke's mom. And he kind of talks about that today as well. Then Zach responds, he said, I said the car sold, but not by me, he says. MG Motors sold it. Same any other car inside the dealer, he writes. Okay. This was out of a Reddit, MG Motors, and it says the accountant, and then it's this person writes that it was Zach. On his Instagram page, he follows TMZ Tucson, and he's also the image of right here. This is his picture, right? Let me see here. You know, there's different things about the car dealership. You can look that up if you want. But they allegedly sell cars to different countries: Kuwait, Jordan, Qatar. So yeah. All right. This guy right here is allegedly connected to Zach's mother. Allegedly, Zach's mother. What did Seeking say? Okay, Julie, I will. Who walked past the house with the dog? He looks just like him. Walked past the house with the dog. I don't know about that. They were talking about. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think Richard is the guy. Yeah, I've looked into Richard left and right. I think he's just a kook, in my opinion. But this gentleman, which I've showed pictures, right? Well, here's one right here. He right here is with Mrs. Daly. Right here. This guy is with Mrs. Daly. Do you see that? Luke's mom. Luke's mom and this gentleman right here, his name is allegedly Jerry. Him and Luke's mom, I can't remember her name, Mary, they are allegedly connected, and there is a picture of him right here along with allegedly Mary. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Moving on here. Let me find it. Bear with me. Okay. Where we get into some things here. All right. Now, this person writes, again, people zoom in, Sherry. She's right beside of him in the small photo down there. I showed a bigger picture last night of it. Someone wrote here that, Zach came forward and he says that he hasn't been in the United States and he's been in Jordan since 2008. So, yeah. And again, there's the picture of the man driving. People online saying that the VIN number on the Range Rover shows owner Zach. Look at on Instagram. He's on Instagram. His photos are exact match of the masked man. If you overlay his face with the masked photos, he says he allegedly was wondering if there was a part-time Uber driver. Let me see here. And this person is exactly right. They said they wouldn't have gotten a magistrate judge to sign on a search warrant for looks like. It is a ham-fisted approach and weird that they didn't take anyone in on Friday, but they still may be surveilling them. I am very disturbed at the Pima County has done this, and the FBI should be better on this. If not for the incompetent, corrupt Sheriff Nanos, things would have gone further along. If you look at the guy's Insta and look at his brother, they look a lot alike. My personal hunch is that these two were two different guys in the video that they released, dressed similarly, but not the same guy, just with different accessories. They look so similar, they could be brothers. And Zach writes here, someone writes, "Hey, who's Nancy?" Or Zach writes, "Hey, who's Nancy? I don't know anyone by that name. I am not owning any Range Rover, bro. Go ask the real owner who bought it. The car sold on the 7th to a guy with his mom. They bought it from the dealer. Have a great day," he says. Okay. Let me show you this 1 second. So I pull this up. I can only show you just a little screenshot. But he still has a cell phone in Tucson, based in Tucson. Okay. And 1 second here. It says he is an accountant. I'm going to screenshot something for you. Before. And it says that he still gets mail in Tucson at the address as of 2026. As of 2026. Thank you, 2 Dozen Roses. 15 months. Not hide his face pics. I agree. 2 Dozen Roses. Thank you so much. Cindy, thank you so much. Welcome to the Pro family. Appreciate you very much, Nadia. Welcome. Do you remember what a big deal they made taking something out of that Range Rover? I think, in my opinion, what they wanted out of the Range Rover was maybe fingerprints or someone's DNA. Most likely. I don't believe, in my opinion, I don't believe Nancy was ever in that Range Rover, right? Seeking justice as they clearly know each other, of their rugs, gangs, laundering money. 1 second. So there's, yeah. Okay. So let me show you this. And we'll get right to it here in just a second. Oops, what's this? Nope, I don't believe it's Sheriff Nanos. No, he says he paid for it for cashier check. I think they used a blue Honda SUV. I don't know. That part I don't really know, but I think there are some things that's very interesting about this, in my opinion. He says that he does not. Can y'all see that? Okay. He says that he does not. Hasn't been in the country since 2019. I disagree with that. Did Luke say during the interview that he was the one that pulled over the Range Rover? Yes, he did, Ginger. Yes, he did. Yes, he sure did. And something's up, in my opinion. Something's up with that. Luke said, remember, he was the one, exactly, that was pulled over. Something, remember, he said they dropped him off beside his mom's house and stuff like that. So, mods, can you guys put the link to the channel that he spoke on earlier? This channel. Would one of you guys send it to me? This is it's kind of shown. It's kind of like, you don't see all of his face here in just a second, but you will see it here in a minute. This was just earlier. I want to talk to that creator too. That
great guy, and I hope
tattoos.
people, leave him alone because he's not even Tucson. Yeah. I mean, he's living his life, and no, I think I don't have any questions, because I mean, it's clear for me that he has nothing to do with that, and Amen. He keeps like,
you're a nice guy. I feel bad that people did.
Okay. He's got a black watch on here. But nonetheless, he's got a watch. And he is in Jordan right now. He is in Jordan. And he's traveled quite a bit.
Do that to you, you know what I mean? But I think you're over it. You know you weren't here.
Can you hear me, Alex?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna tell you more. The second day that happened, the second day in the morning.
Listen to this.
I think that thing happened on Friday, when they catch Luke, brother, inside the car. Yes, the second day in the morning, I think the FBI and the sheriff department showed up to the dealer, to MG Motors, and they asked about the title. They asked who bought the car, how did he pay, and that's it. They didn't ask about Zach. They know Zach didn't do anything. They know Zach not here inside the country even. But the people keep saying Zach for 1 month. maybe I'm sure. Till this minute, there's people.
Okay. Do you hear how he talks about himself in third person? You see how he talks about himself in third person? Has he been detained? Miss Kelsey, he says no. He says no. In my opinion, I disagree with that.
Believing that I didn't do it.
Zach did it. Yeah, they're gonna still say Zach did it. I know.
Yes. How? It's like, ask yourself.
Okay. There's one thing we're going to go over here in just a little bit. He's got a gap between his teeth. He's got a gap between his teeth. Remember that.
You are an adult. You have a brain. You have everything you need to think right.
You have all the tools.
Yes. Right?
Right?
Alex?
Yes, you're right. We have all the tools. It's like these people should be adults, and they should at least be like how me and Madhu were.
Now,
we reached out to
Alex,
you because your name was out there. Yeah.
Alex, if I showed up to your house and tell you, hey, Alex, there is a guy, his name is
Steve.
I need him, Jose. Okay. That guy, a thief. Okay, for example.
Right.
You gonna believe me? You're gonna believe me 100%.
Okay, do you guys remember? Do you remember this cameraman? Whenever one of these letters said, was it Nancy's out of the country or they're out of the country or something like that? Do y'all remember that? Okay, Christy. I might not be able to pull that up until afterwards if you need me to. Oh, maybe I got it here. Okay. Thank you, my dear. I'll look at that. Remember that. Just remember that as well. Cindy, welcome. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. All right.
Yes, because Zach said he's a thief, then he's a thief. No, you can't do that.
Good point.
Right?
Just any person can't just be like he's a thief.
There is things you need to do to get a proof that he's a thief.
I agree with him with that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, that's true.
Like repeat it.
This is what happened. This is what happened to me. This is what happened to me. 1 or 2 or 10 or 100 people, they showed up. Zach did it. Oh, every single one in. No, I will not say in USA. Every single one in, let's say in Arizona. Yes, Zach did it. How? Just think.
Yeah, that's why I said, hey, we apologize from the community because for anybody to go through that, but to vet it out, sometimes people put names on there. I didn't put your name out there, but it's funny how your name wasn't even on the lease. They sold it. MG Motors sold it to Luke's mother, and your name
to his mom. Yes.
What I'm saying is, how they can pull your name because
you know what I think would be really good You know what I would really, really like? If he would wear one of those things over. If he would let me send him one of those masks, and if he would get up on criminal networks or my channel or anyone's channel, I would love to see that. How about you guys? He says he's absolutely has nothing to do with it. Yeah. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Like you just said.
I mean, I'll buy one and I'll wear it. We've seen JLR in one. He certainly doesn't look like the guy.
You like all the pictures because they're friends of yours. You like the pictures, so I think that's where they pulled it. But the funny part is, it wasn't even his Range Rover that they got your name from, right? You sent it to me. It's a different Range Rover. That's funny.
It's not only about the Range Rover. There's people.
In my opinion, I believe. Wait a second. It gets really good up here because there's some other channels that jump up here and they ask some questions, and that's where
mentioned that my eyes green.
Yes, I heard that.
So it's the same eyes color with that guy showed up on the camera in front of Nancy Guthrie house.
What do you want to say to people who said that?
Listen,
and it's not even green. I want to show it to you. It's
and he's right. He doesn't have green eyes here. But first of all, we actually don't know what color eyes this guy has. We actually have no idea what color eyes he has. Number one, and number two, he does show a picture of him with green eyes. People wear contacts all the time. And I will say that there are cultures that are very much fascinated. You know, I've talked to you guys about this when I've went parts of the Middle East and South Asia. They are fascinated with blonde or particularly green eyes or blue eyes. I talked about this the other day. We weren't even talking. I don't even think we were talking about the Nancy Guthrie case. But yeah. So there's that. Thank you so much, Donna. Welcome. Appreciate you, my friend. Cute little pooch. Sweet Pea, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Dolores, thank you so much. Keep up the good work, Justin. Thank you so much, Miss Dolores. Appreciate you very much, my dear. Okay.
not green. It's brown. It's brown.
So someone in the chat asked if Zach, you were at California in 2023, Tucson
Listen to
and
this.
Miami
Listen to what he says
in
here.
a car addiction.
Car what?
Where? 2022?
2023. I mean, you say that you.
I think.
Listen to this.
Mado, I think these people saw my TikTok account. But if you want to be sure, go to my Instagram account. You're gonna see there's icons, right? There's icons on the account, right?
Oh, yeah, the highlights. Yeah.
I'm going to show you something really big. Listen to this.
Mado?
Yeah, I'm here. We hear you.
If you click, yes, the highlights. If you click on that highlights, Tucson, you're gonna see the real date. Same videos is gonna show 2018 to the videos on TikTok after I opened the account. because I opened the account in 2022 or 2023. I don't remember. But the real date of these videos, it's from 2018. Go now to Instagram, you're gonna see it.
I don't know who's even asking, but how about this, Zach?
I can't hear you, Alex.
Oh, when's the last time you
mentioning?
No, but you know, like, question from me to you: when was the last time you were in the States? In the United States?
I left Los Angeles end of July 2019.
And you haven't been back since, right?
Yes, yes, July or August. No, end of July, I'm sure.
No, but I mean is since you left, though, you haven't been back.
No.
Right. That's why people have to understand that part. Like, they could try, like, I see what you're saying about the icons. When you open the TikTok account, so it might show, but really it was from 2019. So I gotcha. That makes sense. That sucks that they camped out in front of you.
An officer from FBI called me. After that. Called me, yes, but after 3 weeks, after what happened, after 3 weeks, maybe beginning of March, she called me. No, she went to the dealer and she asked them, she gave them the number, and she said, let Zach to call me, please. So I called her. I think she's from the sheriff department, not the FBI. Yes. So I talked to her. She said, I know you are outside of the States long time ago. Just I want to ask you a couple questions. That's it. For double check. Don't worry. All is good. I told her all these people talking shit about me. She said, don't care about them.
But so
what they want.
So she did her job. In other words, people probably put your name in there, because even though you and I and a few of us,
because
they got called and said, you need to check out Zach J. You better look him up. You know what I mean?
But when Alex? After 3 or 4 weeks?
Probably 1,000 people called, said they're. I know he's him. Because I'm sure they've done that for a lot of people. I'm sure they said I was a suspect at one time.
Yeah.
But I'm too fat. I'm too fat. I don't fit. So.
But Alex, these people knows more than the government. Yes, government doesn't know anything. Yeah, I know more than the government. He's here in Tucson, I'm sure. And the government knows I'm in Jordan.
Oh, crap.
You set it up all the way from Jordan, huh?
Yes. But these people knows more than the government. They knows when this guy left the country. They knows this guy when he get inside the country. They knows.
Right. So what time is it over there right now where you're at? We're at like almost 3 in the afternoon.
I'm pulling something up, guys. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm pulling something up.
AM, but we are on next. I mean, today is 27th.
Oh.
27th?
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Today is 27th.
Oh, so we're the 26th, and it's almost 3 in the afternoon. Oh, so, you're in the evening. Got you. The day just starts. It's evening, midnight, after midnight. Yeah. Well,
I know. Yeah. In Tucson now it's 2:45.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
Yes, 10 hours different.
Is there anything else you want to tell
10 hours
people?
different.
10 hours. Okay, got you. 3. You're right. You're good at the maths. Is there anything else you want to tell people here? Because I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, because you and I go back and forth. You've always been so awesome and stuff. So I appreciate everything, man. And I hope that people
no problem. Anytime.
People get to see you're a real guy.
When you called me last time. I'm sorry. When you called me last time, like
I'm gonna show you something here in a second.
Maybe you called me a month ago. We are fasting in Ramadan. You know that month. So we're not eating, we're not drinking all the day.
You're still fasting?
Till the sunset. That's why.
Still though?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
No, it's only 30 days. That's it.
Only 30 days. That's still a lot, but I still was like, I wanted to make sure you didn't want to interrupt your Ramadan. So yeah, but that's awesome. So 30 days you fast?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 30 days from the sunrise till sunset.
Did you lose a lot of weight?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. That's like, wow, that's crazy. But all right, man. Anything you want to finish with, or anything you want to tell the world?
Thank you, Miss Magdalena.
I only have
Thank you so much,
we have
my friend. Appreciate
2,300 people here, but that way, if there's anything you want to tell the world.
He keeps grabbing his lip.
We all know you. We all know you weren't here. So, it's like anything you want to say.
What are your thoughts, guys? Maurice, you okay? What's wrong? So that's why he flies in and out of the country. Well, he gets to that here shortly. Let me watch this.
That's right. That's right. 6 years and a half.
6.5 years, right?
No. Almost 7 years. Almost 7 years. Yeah.
Okay, listen to this. Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. Oh, let me take a screenshot of that gap. Okay.
For years, you guys, since I always say over 7 years, but since 2019. So
yes, that's right.
All right, listen to this.
Anything to say? To be honest, if you wanna ask me anything,
no,
I'm here.
I don't know if anybody else does, but I appreciate you taking the time. You pulled over so that way we could talk to you. People see you're a
anytime,
guy.
Alex.
You're not the guy in the suspect video. It's not his eyes. He's been out of the country for years, you guys. Since
years,
I was over 7 years, since 2019.
Years.
So
yes, that's right. That's right. 6 years and a half.
6.5 years.
Right.
No. Almost 7 years.
Almost 7 years. He claims he's not been in the country. Now, I will say, it does not show that. Oh, you got the flu? I'm sorry, Maurice. It shows that he still has a Tucson phone number. It says that he still gets mail 10 minutes away from where Miss Guthrie lives. Allegedly.
7 years, yeah. Like after we are in April, it's May. After 3 months, it's gonna be 7 years.
You ever plan on coming back out here? Now you probably don't. If you, in the past you might have, but now it's like you don't want to show your face.
No, I have plans to. I have plans to go back.
We'll have to he has plans to come back. After 7 years, he now has plans to come back, which is fine.
Hang out, because I live here. So, I didn't live here when you did, but I moved here like 9 months ago. So we can hang out when you come out here. I don't know what.
I will. I will for sure.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you stopping in with us too.
You're welcome, bro. Anytime.
Any closing words you got? We're still going to be going on. We're going to be talking.
Criminal Network did a good job because he made him feel very comfortable.
Talking about Nancy all day. So you're more than welcome to hang out with us too, or if not, hey, if you can always.
I know, but like now I think she's missing for more than 75, 80 days, right?
This is the 85th day. 85.
Poor lady. Too much.
Yeah, how come do you have any?
Yes, Maurice.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a
yes, Maurice. But this is the thing. There's certain types of backgrounds that some of us can get where it shows where it pings certain areas where your IP address might ping or the towers might ping. Law enforcement knows. I'll just say that. Law enforcement knows if this gentleman has not been in the country in 6 or 7 years. if you guys remember, like in the case of Sebastian Rogers, when I talked about and showed you guys where there had been other phones that was activated as well. So some of us can see law enforcement, private detectives that just where your phone has pinged, if it's in the United States, if it's outside of the United States, you can have a phone number based in Arizona, and you can be in Dubai, and you call from Dubai, and it will still show you as Arizona. That is true. Yes. But my question is, if you are haven't lived, as he claims, in Arizona in nearly 7 years, in Jordan, I mean, Jordan is not the United States. It's not the UK. It's not Australia. It's would be different. You would think that he would have, I don't know, a Jordanian carrier by this time. But that's just me. And I'll just say, in my opinion, his phone has been in the United States certainly within the last 6 years.
Questions I could ask. What's your take on it? Even though you used to live here, like, well, how come you don't think there's any answers? How come she hasn't been found or anything? You know,
right? But
yeah,
like I've been.
Hey, Sammy.
I'm reading every day about the subject. Like there's a people.
Listen to this. He's reading every day about the subject. Thank you so much, Magdalena. 8 months. Hi, Justin. I have green eyes. Some photos of me show my eyes looking brown. Sometimes people thinks my eyes are blue, but I have green cat eyes. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. Very, very much. Crystal, thank you so much, my friend. He literally has TikTok post of him in Tucson recently. Well, yes, I agree with that. And I did show some of that last night. But he says that they're also on his Instagram, and he says he uploaded those on TikTok at a different time, and those dates aren't correct. He said he shut down his TikTok, didn't he, Justin? It's still up for me.
People telling maybe she's in Mexico.
I'm gonna pull up something here.
What do you think about that?
I don't know, but how they took her to Mexico?
Yeah, a lot of us don't think that happened.
He's 39, by the way.
Taking the chances of why would you even do that? And the way we think about, I shouldn't say we, but the way I think about it, Zach, is she wasn't barely alive when she left, as it is. So I'm pretty sure you're not going to be traveling with a body. You know what I mean? So that's why I always think she's close by, but nobody's found her yet, so we don't know.
This is weird.
Can you read is Lute? He has a question for
read
Zach.
It, please. No, can you read it? Go ahead. You're
Yeah, if I find it, I will read it.
Welcome Alana Joy too. She's with us.
Oh,
I can't see the comments. There's no comments.
Hi. So is Lute intuition? I think it's Patrick. Hi, Patrick. He say Luke's brother was driving the Range Rover when it was pulled over. That's not public info. Can you ask him how he knows?
This gentleman, love being a pearl. Thank you, Anastasia. Appreciate you, my dear. 5 months. You're a legend. Really appreciate that. It says that I'll just say his background, it is linked on his in-depth background, it does say that he is linked with, I'm not going to say the motor company, but it does say that he is linked. The business account is, it says that it is the motor company. It is an Instagram business account, and it goes to the motor company in Tucson. Okay. Again, I want to tell you what I found out, but I want to also tell you that he claims that he just worked there. He doesn't say that he owns it or anything. He went to school for like accounting or something. He's seems to be very knowledgeable in, let me look here one second. Allegedly. Bear with me as I pull it up. An account manager, Microsoft Office, custom service, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, financial reporting, PowerPoint, budgets, financial analysis, account payable, financial accounting, general ledger, accounts receivable, financial statements, jobs for accountants. It also says that he's worked allegedly, or he claims allegedly, that he's worked in the airlines and aviation. As well. So there is a lot to go on.
What's that? That's the question.
You want
to ask me how I knows that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How? What?
Yeah.
All social media talking about this.
Fill us in. No. Oh, so what was the question, Madhu? Sorry, but so
yeah, it's from
the question how
Matthew was driving.
Yeah,
no,
they
his
say
brother.
that Luke's brother, I don't know his name, was driving the Range Rover when it was pulled over. That is not public info. That's not me saying, okay? Can you ask Zach how he knows that?
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that on social media, on one of the groups.
Okay, listen to that. Listen to that. Listen to this. Okay, this is very important, this part right here. This is very important part right here. And that's correct, Sherry. Luke did say he was driving, didn't he? He certainly did. Bingo. He certainly did. And just listen to this.
It was pulled over.
Hold on.
Yeah,
no,
they
his
say
brother.
that.
Listen to this.
Matthew was driving.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah,
no,
they say
let me just back up.
He was. No, it's Luke Intuition. I think it's Patrick. Hi, Patrick. He say Luke's brother was driving the Range Rover when it was pulled over. That's not public info. Can you ask him how he knows that? That's the question.
Luke's brother was driving. Hello? Hello? I don't believe Luke's brother was driving. I do not believe for a second Luke's brother was driving. Luke's mom says she goes to where did she go to stay with Luke's brother? with the kids? Where did she say? Phoenix. She goes to Phoenix. Now, does anyone have a picture of Luke's brother? Because this doesn't look like Luke's brother, in my opinion. Yeah. And Luke said he was driving. He said he got pulled over. They took him to the back. He had to sit there for hours. And he had to, he didn't know what it was about, but he said, you know, he got to thinking it was about the Guthrie case, which again, kind of always made us a little weird, in my opinion. Why would you think that? I wouldn't, if I lived in that town, I wouldn't, if I was pulled over, I wouldn't think immediately that it was the Guthrie case. Just my opinion. Well, this is the thing. Somebody was home with her. So we were told in the beginning that it was that Luke was the one pulled over in the Range Rover. Yeah, me too, Kels. And we were told the brother was at the mom's house. 1 second. We were told that the brother was there, but the brother supposedly lives in Phoenix. And this doesn't look like Luke, in my opinion. It doesn't look like the brother. So who is it? Let's keep listening. I've been up since almost the last time y'all saw me. Oh my God, my head hurts. I've been deep diving like a mofo. Listen to this. Just listen.
He say Luke's brother was driving the Range Rover when it was pulled over. That's not public info. Can you ask him how he knows that? That's the question.
You want to ask me how I knows that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How? What? Yeah. All social media talking about this.
Fill us in. No. Oh. So what was the question, Madhu? Sorry, but so
yeah. It's from
the question how
Matthew was driving.
Yeah,
no,
they
his
say
brother.
that Luke's brother, I don't know his name, was driving the Range Rover when it was pulled over. That is not public info.
It's not public info. None of it's public info.
That's not me saying, okay? Can you ask Zach how he knows that?
Oh.
How do you know that?
Yeah, I saw that on social media, on one of the groups.
That who was driving, Matthew or Luke?
The brother.
Matthew. The other brother. Oh, I didn't.
What
know
the brother name?
Matthew.
Yes, I saw that on one of the groups on Facebook.
Oh. But nothing factual. It could have been maybe that, because someone is saying that he supposedly shot himself, Matthew, but no one shot. I don't know.
Oh, there is people. I saw a couple posts on Facebook that mentioned Zach killed himself inside a white van. That's me.
Zach.
You see how he talks about himself in third person? It's so weird to me. Not that I unalived myself in a van. He says that Zach unalived himself in a van. And he's absolutely right. Some creator put that out or whatever. But I'm sorry, seeking justice, honey. I'm so sorry you're going through that. But and I believe that's buffoonery, of course. I agree with him on that.
Hey, no, he's alive right there,
Yes.
guys. He's right there.
Yes, I
He
saw
killed
a
himself.
couple posts that mention I killed myself inside a white van.
A lot of people mistake you from Luke too. They're like, Luke, Zach. Neither one of you have been.
Yes. Yeah. And by the way, yes, you are absolutely right, Sammy. Again, Zach says that he has never, there's no paperwork to the Range Rover or anything like that in his name. But again, I want to say that there are documents that says otherwise. So just give me 1 second while I find the second part on this, because there gets to be some really good questions up here. Okay, 1 second. Whoops. Bear with me, guys. As I find it. Okay, here we go.
And then even if Luke does get charged, you still have nothing to do with it. But it's funny.
Right?
Jordan,
Yeah.
Sense of Soul.
We have
Alex.
Yeah.
Thank you,
let me tell you,
Anastasia. Love you, darling. Thank you, 5 months.
too much stories about me. Too much stories. One of the stories, the one I just mentioned it about that I killed myself inside the van. Other story that I drove that Range Rover to a pharmacy or a restaurant and they catch me inside it. Other story that one, I think Luke girlfriend used to be my girlfriend. This is one of the stories.
Did you
yes.
know Kayla?
I don't know what her name exactly. There is a lady. There is a lady. One lady sent it to me on TikTok. She mentioned that I am Zach, friends of Luke. And she checked Luke's name on the system. She found too much stuff about him. I think DUI and the stuff. But she checked my name and she didn't find anything. But she said I checked Zach's name in Arizona, but for sure
let me show you
he
this.
have other stuff in other states. How did you know that? I'm a cleaner. Zach.
What's a
everything about me cleaner than you.
Yeah. Facts.
Why is he saying
That's
that?
a fact.
Yes, there's nothing. I don't have one ticket, speeding ticket in my life.
Right.
I don't have. Yes.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy they paint you as. Yeah. So that's why I'm glad you were able to come here to see that you're a human being. It's like
what else? I'm gonna tell you other stories about me.
Tell us.
Here
to listen.
Yes, one of the stories that I didn't drove a car to Nancy house. I went walking from my apartment to her house. Okay, why I'm gonna go walking to her house for what?
Where was wasn't it on?
Then I took the car from Luke. Then I took the car from Luke because Luke also living next to her or close to all these stories on TikTok. If you want, I can send it to you. I have it.
No, I believe you.
So
I'm not really good at the TikTok.
My question for him is, if Criminal Network or any of them talks to him, so could you tell us when you worked for maybe allegedly Mercedes-Benz? Allegedly?
So I'm not,
I closed my account. I closed my account on TikTok a long time ago.
You can't even see the screen on your phone either, huh, Zach?
The screen on my phone?
Well, you can see the stream here because we have other people here too. They want to come say hi. There's Alana, Joy, and Ali. Hi. Sorry to someone, but if you guys want to say
how are you?
You guys want to say anything?
How are you doing?
Hi. We can't hear you, Alana. We can see you. Hello.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining the panel. You guys can jump in whenever you want. We're just enjoying our time with Zach.
I'm going to email him or see if I can talk to him. I'd like to ask him.
Anybody have any questions on that? Let me see. Zach, while he's here, hopefully people don't.
There's some questions up here that I really want to
guilty because he's been out of the country.
You are not guilty.
Thank you, Allie. You hear that, Zach? You got people here.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now I can see the chat.
Oh, okay. So awesome. So if the people are, and you know Madhu already. She already questioned you. And Alana and Ali have joined us. And Shibi, he's always here to help. Whatever we need, he's awesome.
I'm here, Zach. Hello. You sound great. If anybody has a TV in the background, they should mute their TV in the background.
Ali, is that your TV?
Nope. I've already muted mine.
Oh, okay.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm listening. You sound great, guys. Zach, you've been awesome. I didn't want to interrupt, but I love you. Listening to you. I'm Shibi.
Jump in, Shibi.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So you're over there in Jordan, eh? That's a pretty good connection.
I believe he's in Jordan right now. I absolutely believe he's in Jordan right now.
Wow.
1,000%. I do believe him there.
Alana or Ali, would you guys like to jump in, or Madhu? Would you guys like to ask?
In my opinion, I will say that I do not believe he was in Jordan until middle of February.
Zach, a question, or just make a comment?
Mid or later.
Anyone from Australia?
How about Ali or Alana? Yeah. You guys have any comments? Go ahead.
Anyone from Australia?
Not me. No, I'm Canadian. I'm in Canada.
California.
Let me fast forward this.
Sure, last go ahead.
Do you have any tattoos on your wrists?
Do I have what?
Tattoos.
Tattoos?
Tattoos. Yes, like.
This is my hair. This is my hair. Here, this is the hair. Okay, and this is the other one. I don't have any single tattoo on my body. Nothing.
Okay, just because Muslims, from
Muslims, they can't have tattoos.
What did I say last night? What did I say last night? I said, it's considered haram for Muslims generally. The general practice. I don't want to speak for every, the second largest religion in the world, but it's generally considered haram for Muslims to have tattoos. I do not believe the thing on the wrist, that we have absolutely no idea if that is a tattoo or not. And in my opinion, it is not a tattoo. we got to remember we're looking at a night vision video, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's because there is a rumor that you can see like tattoos on the wrist of porch guy on Nancy. So
this is my hands. Huh? There is nothing. Zero.
I wonder if he will wear one of the ski masks.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So
who?
Levy's, in my opinion, 1,000%.
About the tattoos. There's actually here in America, I don't know if they have them in other countries, but you could get the sleeve, like a Halloween sleeve.
I don't think it's a Halloween sleeve.
And it looks
I'm just going to fast forward through this.
material there. But I don't know. I've seen people use them before, but it was brought up to my attention that the porch guy may not have had tattoos, that he could have used that.
Oh, yeah, like wear a fake tattoo as a distraction for the description later on. And then take it
I
off.
don't think so, guys. But
you're a nice cat.
So Zach, one more question.
I have one home.
You have a cat?
Yes, Scotch Fold.
That's his name?
Scottish Fold. That's what kind of cat he means. Scottish Fold.
No, the kind.
It's a breed of cat.
The kind. It's a Scotch Fold.
Scotch.
You know the cat with the ear like that. This is Scotch Fold.
I want one of those. Do they have hair still?
Yeah.
With their ear goes down? Oh, I want one. See, I
will send you a picture for it.
Awesome. Yeah, mine is just a house cat. I don't know what kind of cat it is. What do you have over there?
Okay, I have one more question.
I would like to know.
Go ahead, Madhu.
Who have?
Where's the German Shepherds at?
I have a question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Madhu, yes. Yes, you have a question. Tell me.
Oh, okay. So you got invested before you were accused in this case, right? So do you have your theory? Who is behind this? Before everything you saw, you at some point you are in this eye of the center of this chaos, and now you are just like us speculating. What's your theory if you have one?
Good one.
No, I don't know. To be honest,
That's a good question.
Like,
I don't think
yeah,
he was
but I'm telling you, I think so. The kidnapping happened end of January, right?
Right.
Yeah, February the 1st.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, like when the sheriff department called me and she asked me, I'm sure you know about the case.
Also on the website that he the car dealership that which may or may not mean anything. This is Live Michelle. Yes, he puts like he'll comment on a lot of the cars for sale with flames. He does that a lot as well. For instance, I'll show you. I just did a random one. He'll do this a lot with a lot of the cars that, again, he says he hasn't, much less been in the United States or worked there in years. Levy's, no, he says that the FBI called him, or maybe it was local law enforcement, and spoke to him, but that's it. But he gets more into it here in a minute.
You seeing everything on news. I told her we doesn't know anything about this case here in Jordan, or about the case, or about Nancy Guthrie. She said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, I'm sure." And I don't know anything, zero, about this case. So
she didn't even ask
I don't
you.
know.
Again, you remember how Savannah Guthrie says that they believe one or two of the letters are real, if you will. In my opinion, I've kind of always stood by that. I do believe one or two of them are real. I do believe this suspect right here is absolutely watching everything, keeping up to date with everything, and I think they probably wrote one or two of those letters.
She didn't ask you about the Range Rover. She just asked you because people put your name out there. She didn't ask you about the Range Rover. You're like, I didn't even sell the Range Rover. She didn't even ask.
She didn't ask me about the Range Rover because she knows everything about the Range Rover.
Right, I agree.
She asked you. She asked me a couple of questions. She asked me about when I left US in 2019, which date? And she asked me where I live right now, and what else? She asked me another question because other questions.
Again, it does allegedly show that his still has an apartment with mail going to Tucson up to 2026.
After that,
but again, he claims
when she finished,
he says he's not been here since
asking me. I asked her. I asked her too many questions.
What did you ask her?
You know, I am a journalist.
Very much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a journalist, so I mean, I can think about many questions in seconds. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrogate you.
No,
no problem. I know.
You don't take it that way. I already know Zach. He's not even.
Yeah. So you live in Tucson for how many years? You lived in Tucson?
Listen.
From October 2016. No. Yes. October 2016 till July 2019.
And I mean, in this period, you never heard about the Guthrie family. I mean, you didn't know that Nancy was, you didn't know Nancy or anyone from his family. You never heard from any Tomato. Didn't know about the family at all.
No, nothing.
Okay.
I'm not even have that much friends in Tucson.
Yeah, got it.
Why?
I clearly remember because I mean, when I talked to you on Instagram, like you were asking me about the case because you like, who is Nancy? Like, what happened to her? That I mean, I'm not interrogating you because I clearly don't think you have anything to do with that.
Because you talk to me direct after what happened. I think after 2 or 3 days.
Exactly.
So that time, too much messages about where is Nancy? Who's Nancy?
I want to show you something.
It's like I'm answering. There's people answered them. I'm answering. Who's Nancy? There is people. I ask them, where is Nancy? Who's Nancy? Who's Nancy? You even ask about her. So he's telling me Nancy Guthrie. Okay, who's Nancy Guthrie? There's people believing there's people that time believing me. There other people know. But most of the people sent me messages. No, they believe me. Especially when I'm sending, I send pictures that, hey, listen, I'm not in Tucson. I'm here. It's nighttime. It's a daytime over there.
Real quick, Zach said he was asking the sheriff a couple questions. I want to know what questions you asked them.
I asked the sheriff about the case. I asked the sheriff about the names, but she didn't tell me anything about the names. I asked her
about the case, about the names.
Yeah, if I'm going back to US, there's any problem? She said no, you're good. She said I'm doing this just to confirm couple stuff. That's it. Because the people outside talking about you, about your name, they involved your name in this case, but actually there's nothing on your name. I asked her too. I asked her. I asked her another thing.
Crystal, sorry if I kicked you out.
Hey, Deborah, can you email me back?
Can you hear me, Crystal?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We're still with Zach. He was giving us some, when they were done asking him questions at the sheriff's, he was telling us the questions he asked, that he was asking the sheriff.
I know. I heard. I was listening.
So anyway, you're with us.
Hey.
There, some people say that in one of the frames you can see like a gap in the teeth. And I'm looking for that.
Oh, go ahead, Crystal. I would make questions all day long, so I will just mute myself.
No, she just I kicked her out. Well, I didn't kick her out, but she got kicked out, and I brought her back in. So I don't know if she has any questions for that.
There we go.
Go ahead. How is that?
I was muted. Go ahead.
Fine, Deborah.
Go ahead, Mondo. Yeah, you're the awesome journalist.
You're fine,
from
babe.
Brazil. And it was awesome that you had already spoke with Zach too. That's funny. You reached out to him on Instagram.
Hey, Alex, can I just jump in? Allie, you know, your crunching is really coming through. It's okay, but I think some people are a little,
let me fast.
Just letting you know, your crunching is really coming through.
Real quick. I think this is okay. All right. Okay. Bear with me. Okay. I think one of these is where it gets really good.
People were looking at. So there's this one guy named Richard Nolette. Even though I don't know if you're following. So.
And his family was.
Then we're going to go over some stuff here.
Nancy, to Nancy disappearance, and it was basically a satanic stuff. I'm not like paraphrasing anyone. I'm just like saying the.
Look at his hands, guys. Look at those hands. He's got big hands, in my opinion. Look at those eyes.
Basic stuff. But I have just one more question, and then you can put his loot in here and I can shut up. But I need to ask you, like, do you say that some streamer was in your apartment? It was in Tucson? In your apartment in Tucson?
Yes. My old apartment. Yes. I left the apartment in 2019.
Okay, that's all. I mean, this is all. Thank you so much again.
This is the same apartment that most of the streamers showed online that I'm living close to Nancy Guthrie house.
It was on Campbell, I think, where you used to live, right?
Yes,
yes, Campbell Avenue. Who remembers that? Campbell Avenue. Thank you, Deborah. Not Luke is not the board. Okay. Oh, this is interesting, Deborah. Interesting. I don't know if those are like AI or not, but the ones that I'll show them in a second. Also, I'm sorry, Carol. And again, I'll just say the records, public records and private records, I will say, says that he is that he has mail still coming to that address. Allegedly, he also is left-handed. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. It appears, maybe. Appears, yeah.
Yes, on Campbell.
I wasn't there.
He
Just so
uses
you know, I wasn't there.
I think stone tree, something like that.
Say Guthrie.
Okay.
Say Guthrie again, Zach.
Guthrie?
Guthrie?
Guthrie.
Okay,
But
sorry.
even Zach said he didn't even know who the Guthries were before his name was, before your name was thrown out there, right? You didn't even know who Guthrie was.
Yes, to be honest.
Right. You see, I'm still trying to get my invite to salute. What are we listening to?
People like
Oh.
walking with the
Oh,
dogs.
that's not live. Hey, you guys, that's awesome right there. Hey, I think people would like to see Jordan. Like, that's awesome. You just pulled over anywhere, cops don't mess with you right there, nothing?
No,
Looks like you're in a racetrack.
nothing. By the way, it's super safe here. Super safe, more than you imagine.
That's awesome. You don't even need to
Yes.
carry a gun, nothing,
No.
you're safe there.
No, nothing. So like the police car just passed right now.
He knows you're not up to nothing. That's cool.
Yeah, it's super safe.
What's
It's
the
like
culture
there's
like out there?
girls 2 minutes, 3 minutes ago, they passed from here.
Bless
They
their
walking.
So tell us about Jordan then. Since we have Zach here, tell us a little bit about Jordan. Because I don't know. Is it a fun country? Like, what do you do for fun out there?
Oh, it's super fun. Wait, let me get out of the car.
Yeah, we'd love to see it.
Okay, they really don't talk about much right here. They're just showing Jordan.
Cool. Oh,
Either.
Again, I believe he's
Fish is that
absolutely
food?
in Jordan right now.
Like with beef and yogurt.
If you want to watch it all, you can go to.
Dogs playing.
What do you do for
right
in Jordan?
Oh, we love dogs.
Listen to
We
this.
love animals.
Listen to
No,
this.
Zach, what do you do for a living in Jordan?
What do you do for a living in Jordan? Now, he does not answer this.
What else? You know Petra, right? You heard about Petra, right?
Maybe he didn't understand it.
Yes. Petra.
I've heard his name.
Google it.
That's where you work?
What up? He's wearing a vest just like Luke.
The people coming from all over the world to visit Petra here in Jordan, south of Jordan. And Wadi Rum.
What's the cost of living out there? Compared to
Petra,
here?
it's an old city. The people used to live in Petra.
I went to the questions.
Much as a tourism border. There's Israel west.
Yeah, he's from Jordan, you guys. If someone crimes loose, you 500 a month, or is it? Yeah, salaries, cost of living.
Cost of you living a good life.
Let me find it.
No time limit, so get the stuff.
No,
Like,
you're not paying for it.
It's affordable and doing all that. How much is it? Or Madhu asked where you work.
Most of them they working for big companies like like they working for him. They left.
Zach's a great guy, and I hope people, leave him alone.
The border to Jordan.
Okay, it's the other one. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay.
How come you can't, oh, hold on. I'm still here. Let me see. You can't hear Sleuth?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, listen to this right here.
Zach?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear, did you hear anybody saying testing 1, 2, 3?
No.
Say it.
Testing.
Say it. No, I can't hear anything.
Madhu, can you hear everybody?
Hi, I can.
You can hear Sleuth and Zach?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
He can't hear them here.
So who can Zach hear?
Alex, you may have to ask him.
He can only hear me? I got
so.
it.
I hear now. I can hear somebody.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Shibby? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Shelby.
Can you hear me, Sleuth?
I don't think he hears Sleuth.
He can hear shit. Or Patriot. Sorry, guys. I don't know. StreamYard be doing that sometimes, right?
So what was that question? I'll tell him.
When did he move to the United States?
Yes, you tell me the question. It's it.
Listen.
So Zach, the question is, when did you move to the United States?
When?
Yes.
October 2016. October 2016.
Okay.
You guys can hear his answers, right?
Yes, I can hear him. How long did you live in the United States? When did you leave?
Zach, the next question is, how long did you live in the United States before you left?
Listen to what he says here. I think it's this one.
When I moved 2016, I stayed for 2 months. Then I left back to Dubai because that time I used to live in Dubai. So after that, I stayed in Dubai till February 2017. Because my son get birth in beginning of 2017. So I went back at that time. So then I stayed for 1 month in February. Then I left US back to Dubai again.
Wait, Zach, they can hear you, so I don't need to. It's just you can't hear them, but they can hear you. So ask them anything you want, and I'll tell you what they say. Okay?
Oh, okay. No, but then I stayed in February 2017 for 1 month. Then I left back to Dubai till August 2017. So till August 2016, I stayed till December 2017. I mean, for 4 or 5 months. After that, I moved back to Amman, Jordan. So I stayed for 2 months in Amman, Jordan. Then I moved back to, I left Amman to US on end of February 2017. Then I stayed in US till November 2018. Then I left to Dubai. Then I went back on March 2019. Then I left the end of July 2019.
All right.
That's
So
it.
you were about to ask them a question. Did you want me to ask them something? Ask them something, and I'll tell you their answer, or I'll ask another question for them. Let me know.
No, ask another question.
All right, this is my last one. So, do you think it's a difficult question or far-fetched question to assume that if you're coming and going from the United States back to the U.S., actually I have two more questions. Isn't it likely that you were doing that around the time of Nancy's disappearance?
Okay, so can you word that again, simpler?
If you're known to be traveling back and forth from the U.S. to Jordan or Dubai, who's to say you weren't traveling back and forth around the time of Nancy's disappearance?
Okay. So the question, Zach, is if you're traveling back and forth between the two places, who's to say it wasn't during Nancy's disappearance?
What the question again?
Can you repeat that, Sleuth? Sorry.
Yeah, if you're known for traveling back and forth between the United States,
Repeat the story.
Or
Okay,
Tucson.
one second.
If
One
you're
second.
known for traveling,
So Zach,
yeah,
it's a long question, Zach. So if you're known to be traveling between Tucson and Jordan, who's to say you weren't there when in Tucson when Nancy went missing? Was that it, Sue?
yes, perfect.
Okay.
I didn't get the question, Shelby.
So Zach, can you hear me? This is Shibby.
Yes, Shelby, I
Okay,
can
so the
hear you,
question
but I
is-
didn't get the question. What the question is?
Okay,
again?
so the question is, if you were known to be traveling from between Tucson, Arizona, and back and forth to Jordan and stuff, who's to say that you weren't there during in Tucson during Nancy Guthrie's disappearance?
You mean the proof?
Yeah, I guess.
In other words, not the proof. In other words, we know, but I like Sleuth's question. In other words, what he's saying is, being that you do go back and forth from country, you have passports, obviously. He's just saying why, in other words, why wouldn't you be? But Sleuth, I don't know if you heard him saying that the sheriffs or the FBI, someone had called him.
Well, it's because if you look him up online, he has his address registered from 2019 to 2026 as MG Motors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. I have seen that. So that's a good one.
But my last question is about the address of MG Motors, and then just if he knows any of these last names, and then I'll get out of
he
here.
knows any of these. Yeah, I put your screen up. Did you see it?
Yeah, that's it. Those are my last two questions.
Okay, so the other, this is the last question too, Zach, is there's some names. Is he still here? Oh, he left. Hold on. Hope he didn't see the names.
Okay. So that's a really good question. If you ask me, and there is one little one that I want, that there's a question on here. I think it's this one. Okay, listen to this. About the motor company. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Is that when you look up?
Okay, listen to this.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
This is the other part
The
too.
question was, and the last question that, so when you look up your name online, there's like the family tree thing, and they look up your name, it shows that you lived from 2019 to 2020.
Who sent gifts so I can thank them? Mods, can you let me know who sent the gifts, if you don't mind, so I can thank them? Thank you guys so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. How come my name is not in green? I'm a member of 8 months. You're in green, Magdalena. You're in green, baby. Everyone's in green. It's a members. Sent text. Okay, let's see here. Lost Voices with Jackie, Lady for Justice, Susan, Magdalena, and Wendy. Thank you so much for the jewels, my loves. Really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support, truly.
The current at MG Motors.
Remember what this says, because we're going to get into some more and stuff.
I'm living in MG Motors. What that question mean?
Well, it's not, nobody's accusing you. It's just that when you look up your name, that's where it shows where you're living. Am I right, Sleuth?
Yes.
I'm living in Tucson.
Yeah. So I think that's why people
and maybe he means on social media.
No, like
actually look up your name. It has you registered.
Up your name.
Oh, I think.
No, backgrounds. It has him registered at a lot of places.
You can hear me now.
Registered. Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it has you listed it from
when you-
2019
that's
to 2026 at that address of
Yes.
MG Motors. That's why everybody brought up your name to begin with. That's the origin.
Yes, that's right. That's right. From MG Motors account. That's right.
Thanks. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So what's up with that?
That's where they got it. Yeah, what's up with that?
From MG Motors account. And again, if you just heard me earlier on the regular background and the what we call the comprehensive background that only certain people can get, it shows him with that car dealership and him being allegedly like the main person that it's registered to as well.
Why do they put your name?
Allegedly.
Because I used to work. I used to work in MG Motors. That's right.
Okay, when did you work there?
Yeah, it has it listed as your home address though. From 2019
Home
to
address?
2026.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, where's my address from 2019 to 2026?
MG Motors is what it's showing. That's the question.
Well, the backgrounds that I get, it does show him, like they said, at MG Motors as well, but it also shows an apartment that's 10 minutes away from Nancy.
Why is it showing that your address is at MG Motors from 2019 to 2026?
I don't know, to be honest.
To
Maybe still
2026.
on the system.
Are you able to see the
Possible.
screen? Are you able to see the screen?
Uh-huh.
There's someone else that put people who had lived at that address. We were wondering if you happen to know any of these names.
I can confirm.
Yeah, Low Red. He said he went from like United States to Dubai, and then he came back to the United States a couple months and all of that. But there's at least 2 places that he's allegedly worked at.
From
in
the FBI,
Tucson.
went to gun stores in Tucson, are looked into people with the following last names: Abnusi, Mubashir, Baherman, what this name? Bakhtair, Abnus. Who's these people? Mubashir, like is a
that's a good question.
Pakistani guy.
Pakistan or Iran?
What kind of names are those?
Mubashir?
Yeah.
You would know better than we would.
Yeah,
Tell
we're
us.
trying to learn about these names here. Like, what do they mean? to you?
Abnusi. This is the first time in my life I see these names.
Well, that's good to know, but we also are kind of digging in because we don't know. So we don't know if they're Middle Eastern names or if they're Indian names or if they're from Pakistan or if they're from Jordanian. Like another
Rumor is that they're Iranian, which is
Oh,
which is
Who?
close to Pakistan.
Mubashir?
They're not Iranian.
Wait, Alex, give me 1 minute. Salam alaikum.
no problem. Look, he's
How are
smiling.
you?
Just wait. Just
Jordan
wait,
must
guys.
be nice.
Just wait.
Smiling at the drive-through.
You don't hear any loud noise in the
How much
background?
is this?
Did you just see that stuff? This 1 a.m. There's people walking, their dogs just chilling.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Said it's real nice out there.
Well, yeah, thank you, Zach. That's all I wanted to know. Those are all the questions that I've
Give me
had.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
Less than 1 minute. Less than one.
Would you get it?
كم
to
عندك؟
drive?
Seeking justice.
560 75
Real talk.
75
Real talk, man.
اعطيني عند الموبايل في الهان.
Yeah.
Patriot, can you interpret that for us? Just kidding.
I'm working on it.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
75 65
Alex, interpret that,
Sure.
please, Alex.
See what he's saying?
Get the
لاين
radio, Alex.
67
He said,
Get the
"Keep
radio."
change." He said, go ahead and keep the change, bro. He did. He said, keep the change, bro. And right now he's
67 صح؟
on some naan or something. Is that part of
72
what was it?
Does he think he's muted? Maybe you should tell him he's not muted.
No, we're okay. We're enjoying it. Oh, yeah. We
كم
don't
ضرب؟
that was a credit
Maybe that's
card
a hot mic.
right there. They're way ahead of us, bro. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
55
That's a hot mic.
Look, someone took in the car with them too. Look, bless their heart. Look at him.
Smiling.
Yeah, that's Arabic.
That's the kind of guy he is, though, guys. So that way, when people accuse him, it's like,
boy,
long
smart
time.
kid.
He's a God-fearing man. He's a regular dude like us, you know. Look at him.
Does he have to drive through getting some food?
Yeah, he got some naan bread. Is that Jordanian naan?
Okay, what the names again? Now I'm focusing. Yo, what the names again? Abunsi or something like that, right?
Abnusi.
None of them.
Oh, actually, Zach, I do have one more question. You gave an interview. You gave an interview, and you mentioned that it was an old woman and a man that purchased the car. So I assume that you stay in contact with your buddies over at MG Motors.
Luke and his mother. What is it?
Do you keep in contact with your friends at MG Motors?
Yes, of course.
And that's how you received that information?
Yes.
And earlier I asked you about the information about Matthew. How did you know that he was the driver of the Range Rover? Nobody knew that. I mean, nobody really knows more than the group of people.
I saw that thing on Facebook in one post.
Why? Because Sleuth, I have a question for you. Is it the truth that he was driving it?
I don't know, but if that is the truth,
listen to that
post. I saw that thing on Facebook in one post.
Why? Because Sleuth, I have a question for you. Is it the truth that he was driving it?
I don't know, but if that is the truth, that's something that's not known to the public. How would he know?
You see, this is the thing. Luke said he was driving it, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But again, I will show you the picture. This is not Luke. This guy is not Luke. They're at a car dealership and they just call him with every sale and describe the buyers. Okay, sure. Why would my next question would be, let me fix this camera. It's annoying me. Why in the world? Oh, this camera, damn. Why, if he's been gone 6 years, okay? If this guy's been gone 6 years out of the country, why would they bring him up after 6 years? I'll wait. You're not going to think about someone that worked for you in the last 6 years. Now my damn camera is blurry. Why is it blurry? Okay, there we go. That is a good question, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there's this guy that a friend of ours that worked 6 years ago.
Yes, this is what a post on Facebook. I think so on Nancy Guthrie missing something Facebook page.
I thought it was
because they ditched me. They ditched me one time from that group because I'm telling the truth. All these people, they didn't like that I'm telling the truth, or I'm telling them hey, listen, people, I'm not the guy who looking for.
Do you know who made the purchase of the vehicle? Who was there to buy the car, the Range Rover?
Listen to this.
The mother.
It was in her name, a cosign, or it was just in her name?
No, I don't know this info exactly. I don't know anything about it. I know that his mother and this guy, they showed up on Friday. Then they came back on Monday. They paid for the car by a cashier's check.
They paid for a Range Rover with a cashier's check, which is cash, right? A cashier's check is you go to the bank they make you a cashier's check. They take the money out of your account and you give them a cashier's check for the Range Rover. That's a lot of money, in my opinion. Most people don't pay cash for a Range Rover. Okay? Not very many people can pay cash for a Range Rover, used or not. Yeah, I have, Sherry. Sure have.
And they lift, and that's
Cash,
it.
huh? Wow. So
Not
it's
cash.
taken out-
Cashier check. Cashier check.
Well, it's the same thing, basically. There at MG Motors, do they have you guys have your own mechanic shop, like a tow truck and all of that stuff there?
I checked last night. I still have 25 months on my car. I gotta pay.
A tow truck? No.
No tow
mechanic.
truck.
Mechanic. There's a mechanic, but private. It's not for the people.
Okay, just for the cars that you're fixing, getting ready to sell.
Yes,
and
yes,
things like
that's
that.
it. Yes,
Get them up to a
that's it.
5-star
Very little.
marker. Or
Very
whatever.
little.
That's right.
No towing though.
Not telling about what?
No towing. No tow trucks.
No towing. No tow trucks.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I had for you.
But,
man. Thank you.
but mechanic. Yes, there's a mechanic over there.
Zach, I have one question. Can you hear me?
Any other questions?
Can you hear me, Zach?
I guess not, eh?
Patriot Prime, I don't know if he could hear you, so tell me the question.
Alex, you can be the unnecessary interpreter for this one.
Patriot Prime.
That's cool. He may not be aware if he's just communicating with his friends, but I just was interested. Was he aware at all of maybe a wrecked vehicle that Luke had before he purchased the vehicle? If he had heard anything about that?
The guy who asked me these questions now, I forget his name. He asked about Luke brother.
Matthew.
Oh yeah. Sleuth was asking about Matthew. Yeah.
Yes, that guy. The people said that this is Zach. He's wearing a hoodie because that guy he used to wear a hoodie.
And by Zach, he's talking about himself because he's Zach. But he just talks about himself in third person.
It used to be a beige or white hoodie next to the car, next to the Range Rover when they took the pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Now, he says they're saying that guy's name is Zach next to the Range Rover when they took the picture. How does he know that they're taking pictures? Is he just looking it up? 1 second here. Because this is not Luke. This is not Luke. And Luke said he knows a lot to claim he's not know anything. I agree. He says they claim that that's me, meaning Zach. Again, he talks about himself in third person. Right.
I forget his name. He asked about Luke brother.
Matthew.
Oh yeah. Sleuth was asking about Matthew. Yeah.
Yes, that guy. The people said that this is Zach. He's wearing a hoodie because that guy he used to wear a hoodie. It used to be a beige or white hoodie next to the car, next to the Range Rover when they took the pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of looks like you a little bit. And then people ran the MG Motors license plate and of course it pulls up your name because it
Alex,
shows that you're registered there as your address. That's how they got your name.
That's really how they pulled it. I thought it was just because he had liked the picture or something. But no.
No, they pulled it off the license
Alex,
plate. It still had dealership.
can you hear
plates.
me?
Yeah. Zach, can you hear me? Zach?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Patriot
I can
Pride
hear you
had
now, yes.
See if you could hear him. If not, I'll relay the question.
Zach, can you hear me?
Welcome, Susan. Welcome, my dear. Thank you.
I don't think he can hear me.
Go ahead. Tell me the question. All right.
Okay. And then there's a 3-minute one. I don't know if that one, I can't remember if that one has anything on it or not. Let me see here.
Yeah, I was wondering if he had any knowledge at all about the wrecked Charger that
Oh,
Luke
yeah.
allegedly had.
Yeah. Did you have any knowledge about the wrecked Charger that Luke had?
What is it?
Did you have any information about, remember, I think I had asked you too, if you knew anything about the car that Luke had that he crashed. I don't know if he bought it did he buy it at MG Motors?
You asked me about a car. I think so. The sheriff department towed that car from a house, right?
But did you know anything about that car, in other words?
No, nothing.
Gotcha.
Zero.
I think that's what he was asking. Am I right, Patriot Brian?
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Zach. Thanks. I'm going to jump off, Alex. Thank you so much.
He mean if he bought that car from MG Motors.
Right. I don't know if he did though. I don't know if he did.
No. Only that the Range Rover. That's it.
Right. And then someone here at MAB Investigates, you're also welcome to join the panel. He said, why did they have a sheet over the Range Rover? I don't know if Zach would have known that answer any more than we would, right?
What is it? What the question again, Alex?
Why did they have a sheet over the Range Rover? Did you see they had like a sheet kind of?
Oh no, I don't know. He can ask the FBI, not me.
Yeah, that's how we say that, right? I don't think we knew that answer yet. But yeah, thanks, Matt. And then Mab, you're more than welcome to join. And then I don't know if there's any more questions. I don't know if we lost Sloot. He asked us questions, and thanks for joining us, though, Zach. We appreciate it, man. And people see that you're a real human being. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Alex. Anytime, bro.
Of course. Patriot Pride, jump in. Do you have anything to say? You want to talk about the case? Who are you looking at? I was hoping we could ask Sleuth about Richard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just I'm excited about. Hopefully tonight we'll still be able to do it. We're going to go on.
You're going on like 2 hours, right?
Well, yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So we'll go over a lot of
Look at this
Richard
right
stuff
here.
in.
Okay, that'll work. Because I'm going to probably be on here for another hour. Give me a break, and then I'll be able to jump on there for sure. That'll be awesome, man.
Nice, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to jump off for now, but I don't think he can hear me, but I think it's really cool that Zach,
really cool that Zach
came on here and did this.
Came on here and did this. That's a Patriot Friday.
Yeah, I agree. I give him,
so thank you,
Zach. Give him credit for going on there and doing
that. I can't hear him, but I can hear you, Alex.
Yeah, I was repeating what he was saying. So he's going to check off, but he wanted to say thanks for showing up and asking, even though you're probably sick of hearing it, but thanks for answering the questions and stuff.
You're welcome. Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Thanks, Alex. I'll see you in a little while.
All right, man.
Thanks, Patriot. I'll see you guys later. I'll come there later too myself. I'll get my people to come to your show.
Wonderful. Thanks, man.
Okay. So, again, he claims that he has not been in the United States since 2019. I disagree with that, but yeah. Okay. Who is this guy? Now, let's it seems like he's telling he says I want to give you both sides of the story. He claims that he found that Luke's brother was driving the Range Rover. But that would be a problem. That would be a big problem if you ask me. Because, why do I say that? Well, because Luke said otherwise. Let me find it here. And I think we will see this a whole new way now. If you ask me. And this is Brianna Whitney and Arizona family. Now listen to what Luke says. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me find it.
That you are the person on the surveillance video, the abductor, the masked person. Is that you?
It's not me. I don't see the resemblance of it looking like me, but absolutely not. I have nothing to do with this case.
Nothing to do with it. Do you have any idea who is involved in the abduction?
I don't. If I did, I would happily tell FBI, police, anything. I mean, I, like everyone else, just want Nancy to come home and be safe. But that being said, I have nothing to do with this case, and that's it.
Explain to me what happened on the night you were detained.
Listen to
Where
this.
you were, you're with your car. How did that unfold in your eyes?
So I was driving home. I noticed 2 sheriff vehicles following me.
He was driving home and he says 2 sheriff vehicles was following him. The J you to all who have gifted to Justin tonight. What is it? Okay.
They pulled me over at the Culvers right there. Asked me to get out of the car. Didn't tell me what it was about. So they had me cuffed in the back of a cop car, detained. I was asking, like, what am I being detained for?
Oh, she meant thank you. Okay. So, are you sure that's you, Luke? Are you sure? Because, let me find it. Because I just don't think that's you, Luke. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And they wouldn't tell me anything. They just said that detectives would be there to talk to me. And once I saw like FBI and all the other cars start pulling in, I'm like, oh, this is probably about the Guthrie case. I'm like, this should be easy. Like, I have nothing to do with this. So like,
That's right. You can tell this guy has a beard, a mustache. And I don't even know if Luke's bigger. I don't even know if he could like sit right there where
it should be not a big deal to clear my name and move on. But the whole time during the questioning, didn't really seem like more of like a fishing expedition for them to try to get me to say something, because all the dates I was telling them where I was, things like that. I'm like, all you'd have to do is look at my phone and see my location. It was nowhere near anywhere or have any connection to this. But still, it was tough, like being there. Like, I mean, I don't trust the FBI to the extent that I'm like thinking that there's pressure on this case and they want to find the person. So like the whole time while I'm sitting in the back of the cop car, I'm like panicking, thinking that I'm going to be framed for this, or they're trying to pin this on me somehow.
Did they tell you what led them to you? I mean, something made them believe they needed to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
What was that?
I asked them. They didn't tell me any information about that.
I don't believe that, in my opinion. Again, you've got to think of how a probable cause affidavit works. And again, it would be one thing for them to go to Tommaso and Annie's. That's out of the ordinary as well, to stay in that house as long as they did, in my opinion. But then to go to Carlos's and get that wrong, and then go to Luke's house and this Range Rover. In my opinion, I believe there might be two different Range Rovers by two different people. I don't know that right yet. I will find out. But we know Luke has one. He paid cash for one a week after Nancy vanishes, and he buys it from this dealership that just so happens to be connected to a guy that says he hasn't been in the country for 6 years, even though it shows that he has been getting mail and has lived in an apartment 10 minutes away from Nancy still yet today. Okay. And he seems to know about who was driving that Range Rover, but he says it's Luke's brother, Matthew. Oh, hold on a second. Wait a second. I just thought of something. Hold on. One second. Let me see what Mary says right here. Uh-oh. One second. Okay. Let me see what Mary says. Right here. One second. Come on, play.
I'll turn that off. I get a lot of phone calls now, a lot of messages from people. How are you doing, Mary? So, yeah, and then I just decided I was much better off going to Phoenix to be with Matt and the grandkids and his wife and everything.
So when they detained you, did you know that this was related to also them investigating Luke?
No.
You had no idea?
No, I wasn't thinking this was about Luke. You know, I found out it was also about Luke, but initially, no, I was thinking it was.
Okay. All right, I'm looking for a couple things here, just so bear with me. So she says she decided to go to Phoenix to be with Matt and the grandkids and his wife and everything. Okay. All right, now this.
I was up in Phoenix with my kids and grandkids, which is wonderful. But, we built our home and lived there a long time. And Matt's grown up in it. Luke's grown up in it. They're, so it's, it's home. So I love being there. I'm glad to be back. And it's nice to know that Luke's there and, with me.
Luke's there with her, not Matt. Remember, Matt lives in Phoenix.
I mean, in the days since you guys were detained, it's not been an easy road for any of you. Luke especially. I mean, people still believe he is the person on the video camera. They still believe he's the person who abducted Nancy Guthrie. His face is out there. His name, your name, has been out there. How, as a family, have you emotionally dealt with that, even though you've been released?
Well, things will just pop up and I'll just feel a lot more.
Okay, one second. Third time. Fourth time. Where's the fourth? Third. Fourth. Where's the fourth? Okay. All right. Let me check something here.
So
okay, hold on. I got to compare something here. Because he says a couple different things right here. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you're here with us. Double tap the screen. Share the live out. Let me see what he says right here. Oops. 1 second. Okay. All right. Maybe it was under the Google one. Sorry, guys. I really am wanting to see something right here. Okay. Oh, I went in the same one. Okay. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Y'all can't hear it. Y'all can't see it. Damn. Here we go.
The other and once I saw like FBI and all the other cars start pulling in, I'm like, oh, this is probably about the Guthrie case. I'm like, this should be easy. Like, I have nothing to do with this, so it should be not a big deal to clear my name and move on. But the whole time during the questioning, didn't really seem like more of like a fishing expedition for them to try to get me to say something, because all the dates I was telling them where I was, things like that. I'm like, all you'd have to do is look at my phone and see my location. It was nowhere near anywhere or have any connection to this. But still, it was tough, like being there. Like, I mean, I don't trust the FBI to the extent that I'm like thinking that there's pressure on this case and they want to find the person. So like the whole time while I'm sitting in the back of the cop car, I'm like panicking, thinking that I'm going to be framed for this, or there's.
I can't imagine getting pulled over and being taken back, even if it was in my town, and thinking, oh, well, this must be for the Nancy Guthrie case. And then thinking, oh, there's pressure. They're going to frame me. The FBI is the last people that's going to frame you. Now, I would be way more scared for local law enforcement to frame, which framing doesn't really, it's very, very rare, especially in such a high profile case like this, in my opinion. But it wouldn't be, I think they're going to frame me for it. And this must be about the Nancy Guthrie case. Like, Dr. Vanna and I was talking, I would think, oh, I must have been speeding. I must have not turned my signal on.
They're trying to pin this on me somehow.
Did they tell you what led them
All right,
to
listen
you?
to this.
Something made them believe they needed to talk to you about it. What was that?
I asked them. They didn't tell me any information about that. And I have thought of any type of reason why they could have come after me.
Right. And you don't think that they asked him, Mr. Daly, can you tell us what you did on, the night of January 31st? Right? 2026. Where were you? I mean, I think you're going to get a kind of, by their questions, you're going to get more of where they're taking it. Right? Oh yeah. Mhm.
But there's nothing, and I think that's why they didn't tell me.
Were you in the area of the home at the time, like the overnight, or would it have been something like we've tracked this person near the
Well,
abduction
I
scene?
live
don't think Brandy
near her house, but I mean, I didn't even know that until after the fact. Like I barely just learned where her actual house was in relation to mine. So I didn't even know.
Had you ever met her?
No.
Did you know who she was?
I knew who she was because my mother was following the case. But in terms of other than that, I would just go off what my mother was telling me.
And so how long were you detained for?
Probably maybe 4 or 5 hours.
In the back of that car the whole
Mhm.
time? And they searched your Range Rover extensively?
Yeah, they searched Range Rover. They towed my Range Rover. Did all DNA testing or whatever, and then gave it back to me.
Again, this is not Luke. This is not Luke. In my opinion. If you go to Zach, he says he's the one that always, you just heard him, he's the one that always wears the hoodies.
Took my cell phone. I've had no way to get a hold of anyone, which is probably a good thing because everyone's looking at me like I'm this person that I'm not. So it's been rough.
You got your car back?
Yes.
In rough condition, or was it okay?
Well, when I went to pick it up, like it wouldn't start. They, I guess they drained the battery down, and it was just covered in the whatever white substance that they use for testing.
Well, Deb, this is the thing. He says he got pulled over. He says he got pulled over and they took him to the back and all that. But this doesn't appear to be Luke. This appears to be someone else. But they're saying, but this is what they're saying. What Zach is saying is that Luke's brother was driving it, which has never been publicly made available. It's not Tommaso either. It's I can't say. It's in my opinion, it's someone that says they're out of the country. But that's me.
But yeah, then I got it started up and it wasn't luckily it wasn't damaged in terms of like repairs or anything. But
So when they released you, what did they say? They say you're free? Did they say never mind? I mean, what was the verbiage there from them?
They had just told me that they were still at my house, so I couldn't go home, but they drove me somewhere near the house and just dropped me off. I was like, well, I don't have a phone. How am I supposed to figure out when I can go back to the house? They basically said, you're just gonna have to figure that out. So, I mean, I waited just where they dropped me off at for maybe an hour or so. I had a friend that lived near the area, and I walked over there. They weren't home, so I was just waiting, like basically just on their patio. And then it got to the point where I'm like, well, they should be done by now. I walked back to my house, and this was like the worst part for me is getting there and seeing the house torn up. But the worst part was my mom not being there and her being elderly and having AFib and things like that. I'm thinking the worst. Like I see her cars here, but she's not there. And I don't have my phone to get a hold of her. So I'm wondering what happened, if I need to start calling hospitals or what the deal was. But luckily, I guess she went to one of the neighbors, but I didn't find that out until the next day.
Right. You were detained and released, but you've said it, your face, your name, it's everywhere online. People still believe you were either involved or did this. What's that been like for you to have your name, your picture, even a past mugshot all over the internet associated with this case?
I mean, for me, it's terrible. It's hard to go anywhere, and the hard part is they're making all these assumptions based on things that have absolutely no relevance, and they're just bringing up my past, which I haven't. I mean, I do have a past, but nothing violent or anything like that. All my past has just been involved with using drugs, and I haven't been in that life for over 2 years now.
Isn't attempted robbery violent? Okay. All right, look at this. Police investigating, let me find it. It's unclear whether any of the individuals subject to the police raids last night were suspects in her disappearance. However, new images from the restaurant parking where one of the raids took place show police recovering items from a gray Range Rover. At least 2 officers can be seen holding up a sheet, while the other members of law enforcement take objects out of the car. They are believed to have collected evidence, but it is not known exactly what was recovered. Listen to this. Separate photographs show police inspecting the boot of the Range Rover before loading the vehicle onto the back of the pickup truck. Okay? One second. All right. Make sure I read that part right. Okay. Okay. And then it says here, let me find it. The other 2 individuals were pulled from the house in Marana. The other 2 individuals. Tina, thank you so much, my darling. Appreciate you very, very much. 18 months. And Michelle, thank you so much. They know each other. Seems like there might potentially, allegedly be a link somewhere, if you ask me, my opinion. The other 2 individuals were pulled from the house in Marana. They appeared to be a mother and son, TMZ reported. Okay. Mother and son. So that could be Luke and mom. That could be Matthew and mom. In my opinion, this does not look like Luke. I might be wrong. Thank you so much, Miss Michelle. Thank you, baby. Appreciate y'all's support. Thank you so much. Thank you, love. Is there video or photos out there of them putting the subject into the car? Pima County Sheriff's Office said that the raids were in connection with Nancy Guthrie case. The home in question was the only location police were focusing on as of last night. Roughly 24 officers including FBI, were seen standing near blocked off street in the pouring rain. Pima County Sheriff's Office plane was also seen flying over the Tucson neighborhood. Yeah. And then there's the rover. Some earlier reports suggested that the home belonged to a former county attorney. The Pima County Sheriff's Department claimed that these were not accurate. Pima County Chris Nanos said the operation was part of an investigators actively working a lead, end quote. Law enforcement agents' activity is underway at the residence of East Orange Grove and North First Avenue, related to the Guthrie home at Red. Because this is a joint investigation and the FBI, no additional information is currently available. A source told Fox News that a judge issued a warrant to enter the home. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else here. DNA and other Nancy Guthrie evidence. Okay. All right. So let's go back to this. Oops, I had the wrong credit on there.
So all the things that they're bringing up, I guess it's public record, but it never would have came out if it wasn't for all these people speculating and doing things like that. So now people that had no idea about my past, so I've done like a good job of working past it and not having anything to do with it. So them doing that now is kind of just reopening this whole speculation and make me out to look like this bad person, which I'm not.
And it's not just been you. People have found, records of an alleged girlfriend of yours. There's been a lot of rumors swirling around. What do you want to say about those rumors, about you, about her, about, everybody that people have looked at and said, well, they could do this?
Yeah, first of all, that's not my girlfriend. I barely knew that girl, and I was arrested with her on a completely different circumstance over a year ago. I haven't talked to her since, and I guess they're just going off of the arrest, saying that I was arrested with her. So, but I hardly know her and don't associate with her. But in terms of everything else, I mean, all the speculation is just going off of, I don't even know if people really believe it, but online it just seems like they're pushing this narrative and trying to make connections with things that are, I don't know, basically like circumstantial, like saying my eyelashes match the guy in the ski mask picture, which I'm sure like if you could use anyone's picture and find similarities.
And you don't recognize the person on that in that footage?
No, I don't. But in terms of all this, like I said, they're comparing my face to this. They're talking about my Range Rover, which I didn't even buy until after she was reported missing.
It was a new car, yeah? For you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're talking about another car that was towed off my property. That car wasn't an accident, has nothing to do with this. It wasn't towed in relation to this case. It was being towed by the insurance company to assume if it was totaled or not.
One set of the gloves, there was a lot of gloves found, by the way. There was a lot of gloves found. And one set of the gloves was found near Campbell Avenue. I just want to note that, which is also close to where Zach says he does not live, but it shows up that he lives there. Okay. Thank you so much, Bree. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you. Okay. And I'm getting ready to show you some maps on that here in just a second.
All right. So that had nothing to do with the case. There's no evidence to point towards me other than speculation.
You really have no idea what led them to you in this case.
Absolutely not.
Still a mystery to you.
Yes, and I would love to find out.
Were you dealing mostly with sheriff's deputies or FBI agents when you were detained?
When I was detained by the sheriffs, but in terms of all the questioning was done by the FBI.
What would you like to say to both PCSD and the FBI?
Basically what I told him before, if there's anything, I'm happy to help. If there actually was something real that I could help them with, but like I said, they have my phone. They went through my phone. So, I mean, if it was anything real, they could look through that and hope clear my name. But in terms of the collateral damages, this being part of it, there's not really any type of way. There's no going back from this.
For your whole family too. I mean, your mom has had to go through this too. As a family, how has this made you guys feel collectively together to kind of be in this public shock, this public scrutiny?
It all just seems like a nightmare. I mean, it doesn't seem real, and it's just been, we're all it's been,
look at this.
It's just been a nightmare. I know my mom,
his mom seems to be there, by the way, during this. Wanted to show you this right here. This was on this was on X a while back ago. It says, can y'all see that? You might have to make it a little bit bigger. It's as big as I could make it. It says, yeah, he's such a clown. He's acting like he's out of the country. Have you seen this yet? He joined the Find Nancy Face group on Saturday. Zach writes, to stop stupid people from sharing my pictures on social media, everyone I know sending me that people like you who doesn't care about people's life and families and have to run it for no reason. I want to see you in the same situation, to see me when what you're gonna do. This is a crime to publish my picture on social media without permission from me. And not only that, you lied about the people about these information. Okay, again. All right, just wait. It's gonna fast forward a little bit here. So they asked Zach, so you were swabbed or detained for questioning? It was not you in the gray hoodie hiding your face, ? Just trying to clarify, because I agree no false information should be spread. This is why, though. And I don't know what that says right there. I wish I did. I wish I did know. Okay. Zach says, I didn't drive that Range Rover and I don't own it too. I'm not inside the country. I'm far away, 10,000 miles, long time ago. Okay. Okay. It kind of goes slow here. And then it goes really fast. So just bear with me for 1 second. Okay. And then he says he's thanking someone because they're saying they believe him. Okay. Okay. And it says, Zach, wait, is that your picture on the left? He says, yes, it is. I checked out your Instagram. Dubai is one of the most beautiful places on earth, someone says. And they're talking about food. Then he says, thank you. Jordan is now way more nicer than before. You must visit it again. Not really anything. Okay. Okay. Let me see here because I think I have to pause this real quick. Okay. Okay. Let me find it. Okay. So I posted this the night I found the Range Rover, and people call me stupid for posting it. Okay. So were you swabbed or detained for questioning? If it was not you in the gray hoodie hiding your face, just trying to clarify because I agree no false info should be spread. This is why, though. And then he says he didn't drive it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Screen capture this because it'll be gone in a minute. Mods are deleting my replies. Google Jack for the article. I can't post the URLs here. Luke, Anthony Daly, and look at this. Someone posted Luke, Anthony Daly, and Zach, his last name, linked to the Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Investigation continues amid arrest and ransom demands. Okay, what was that thing right there? Hold on. Okay. He said, I'm gonna sue you for this. You're sharing false information about me and posting my pictures on public. I don't own a Range Rover. Okay, I read that one. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Did I? I don't own any Range Rovers, and this Range Rover sold a week ago to a guy and his mother. They bought it from the dealer, so I think I will see you in court. Stop lying, he said. Okay. Let me check this. Hold on. What was that question? Give me 1 second. Okay. I didn't drive that Range Rover, and I own it too. And I don't own it too. I'm not inside the country. Okay. So were you swamped or questioned or detained? Hmm. Okay, without permission. Okay. I guess I missed that one. All right. week ago, the dealership would own it. Yes. Mm-hmm. I have new gifts. Who sent the gifts? Yeah, Minnie, 1 second. Yeah. Why aren't they questioning how he has alleged info Luke's brother was driving for someone so far away? How the hell did he know the info? He said he got that from that. Read what AI says about Zach. What does it say about Zach? What does it say? Okay, and he says right here, the son is Luke daily dating Kaylin. Okay. I thought the very same thing. Female, get DNA checked. All right, let me show you this. So allegedly, Zach said that he sold the Range Rover to Luke, but then allegedly now he says that is not the case. Oh, Brandy, he was there before. He was there a lot after that. Luke was not dating Kayla, according to him. Yeah. I don't know if they was really dating either. I probably agree with them on that. Like they might have been a fling or something like that. Who sent the gifts, my dear, if you don't mind? Linda B and somebody else. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the gift. You sent it to me yesterday. Okay. Let me see here. What's this? Okay. Someone, see, I don't know if these are like, a lot of people says that like, I don't want to show that. Never mind. Give me a second, guys. Zach. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Look at this. Okay, this was shared on News for Black Community. Lives in apartment complex on Campbell Avenue, just south of River Road. He lives 3 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's. The black gloves were found along Campbell Avenue in between Nancy and his apartment. And they claimed that that was Pima County's person's point of interest. He was driving the Range Rover, they claim, pulled over and detained at the Culver's, vehicle towed. He eventually was let go, no arrest, no charges. Where is Nancy? Now, again, they claimed, Zach claims that that is not the case. He had a Range Rover at some point. That's not a Range Rover, but that's a Ford. But he did have a Range Rover. That is true. Yeah, I want to see him put the mask on. I think Zach has the ability to travel in and out of several countries when he's not too worried about it. Because, yeah, let me show you this real quick. So I'll just say this is the area that it shows that he claims that he does not live now, but may, you know, one thing I noticed, this may just be a coincidence, but art gallery and studio. Look at that, art gallery and studio. Bars across the thing. What gas station were they at? They kept looking at. Does anyone remember? Justin, that's right, because I wondered how he was released on a probation violation. Doesn't add up, in my opinion. I agree. I agree. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Circle K. Thank you. That's right, Circle K. These are not a Circle K. These are speedways. But yeah. What's that? Treehouse Apartments. So if you look here, and let me find it. Again, Zach, he did an interview with Parade. As well. Let me find this. Will it let me go there? Give me a second, guys. I want to just show. Okay. All right, I showed y'all. I think I showed y'all that. I've got so much stuff pulled up. I just want to make sure. If we go to this, let me see here. God. Okay. This woman writes right here. This. It might be hard to read for you guys. This guy lives in an apartment complex on Campbell Avenue, just south of River Road. Did I show y'all that one? I read that too. He lives 3 miles away from Nancy Guthrie. The black gloves were found along Campbell Avenue in between Nancy and his apartment. Is that a coincidence? Question mark. And someone said, I read that too. I posted that and I went to his Instagram page and his build is eerily similar to the guy on the porch. I'm wondering what evidence they took from the Range Rover. So there was that. Okay. Is that the one? Someone wrote in this. Did they ever go and someone wrote, is that the guy that was renting the house that they closed off traffic the other night? That would have been Luke, wasn't it? Oops. It's not got anyone's phone number there, so we're good. Okay. All right. thing. The mother and one of the sons were at the house. The other son was okay. And then look at this. The house was swarmed last night in the Guthrie case. The property is titled, and then it's got, you know, the deceased, Mr. Daly and his wife, Mrs. Daly. The couple has two sons, Luke Daly, 36, Matthew Daly, 39. The mother and one of their sons were at the house. Nice neighborhood with $1 million homes and up, and they were detained last night. The other son was at the restaurant, and he and his car were also detained and car towed. Sheriff said this happened due to a tip. Probably just my face was plant lady. I am so exhausted. I've been digging into this for freaking hours. What's this? I found this one. Okay. Oh, yeah. I showed that one. Yep, I showed that one. Okay. Okay. Address is connected to this. What's this? Wait a second. Wait a second. What? Hey, Isabella, I'm just going to email you back. On that. Okay. I know, Dawn, I do too. But let me just see one more thing here. Is there any what's annoying me? I need to know I need some video of the night that they were doing that Range Rover. Range Rover towed Nancy Guthrie. Is there any video? The first thing I checked when I was looking up at Nancy Guthrie, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Come on, guys, hit the thumbs up. I'm working here hard, please. First thing that comes up is that when I hit Range Rover towed Nancy Guthrie, evidence. that say? What does that say on there? Does that say Zach Z? Or maybe I'm seeing things. Okay, look at this. Ooh, here's another picture. Who does that look like to you? Who does that look like to you? Look at those pants. Oops. Look at the pants he's wearing. And the hoodie. Okay. I need to find. He's not showing his face. Right? Look at there. Somebody's got to have it. Somebody has to have it. I wonder if they're putting him in the vehicle there. Is that what they're...
It looks like he parked there, and then they all took out some kind of equipment. We don't know that.
I'm trying to remember who made it
exactly
first.
what they're looking into.
Who made it first?
Hey guys, so late last night and
Investigators believe that Nancy Guthrie is presumed dead, no activity. Look at there. What's that? Let's see what that is. I don't think got some video here. Reports suggest that one brother was located in the residence and the other was associated with the vehicle at the scene. Hold on. Look at this.
Code news at ghostbed.com/news.
We don't care.
Hi, guys. We are now able to independently confirm some new information in the Nancy Guthrie investigation.
I'm gonna show
This
you
is from an
something.
inside source that is now reportable. I want to take you through the new information we've learned. We can now report investigators now believe this was a burglary gone wrong.
Oh, I showed that earlier, but look at this right here, what it says. Okay, they're talking about the glove there and stuff, but look at this. A significant law enforcement happened at the residence last night. According to public available records, the individual believed to be focused on the operation was Luke Daly, 37, who has a prior criminal record involving drugs and weapon-related charges. Court records indicate multiple criminal filings designated with CR numbers. It says his brother, Matthew Daly, 39, was also detained during the operation. Reports suggest one brother was located at the residence while the other was associated with a vehicle at the store. Authorities have not confirmed the identity of the additional male detainee reported at the location. This is Channel 2 now. The individual was reported to be part of the owner of Tucson MG Motors, a Range Rover dealership based in Tucson. It's not just Range Rovers, it's a luxury dealership. Records indicate prior arrest in Tucson allegedly connected with individuals described to be what? Okay. According to observers, the Range Rover seized by the FBI reportedly bore license plate information linked to the dealership. The vehicle is said to have been purchased recently. Additional questions have been raised with Zach identified as an alleged accountant who is alleged to have connections with affluent individuals in the Middle East. Both names have been mentioned in connection with the used car dealership, with the vehicle taken into custody by federal authorities. At this time, there is no confirmed evidence publicly established wrongdoing by any specific individuals. However, the earlier Chris Nanos, investigators were searching a gray truck or SUV plate. So hold on. However, earlier Sheriff Chris Nanos had mentioned in interviews that investigators were searching for a gray truck or SUV with a covered license plate. Surveillance footage reportedly captured a gray vehicle in Nancy's driveway on the night of her disappearance. Authorities have not publicly confirmed whether the Range Rover is the same vehicle or not, referenced earlier. Lord. Did Sheriff Nanos mention a gray vehicle? Do we know? I need coverage on that. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Nancy Guthrie, Range Rover. Okay. I gotta find it here. If anybody's got any of that video, if they got like anything of them showing check this real quick.
Law enforcement to introduce a fact pattern. Had a fourth individual that was taken into custody at a Culver's fast to custody. I want to say just short of 2 miles away from Nancy's house. And then we had a fourth individual that was taken into custody at a Culver's fast food restaurant. restaurant that was several miles away further. We don't have any groundbreaking information that's been introduced to the public. However, this is a break in the case that can assist to allow us to extract
They're putting him in there.
more information.
You can
We
see
don't
that they're
have
putting him in.
any groundbreaking information that's been introduced to the public. However, this is a break in the case that can assist to allow us to extract more information to make an identification as to a possible suspect. In addition to that, trying to find out the whereabouts of Nancy Guthrie.
Now, Darren, a question I think the media has had is why have we not had a press conference? Because this seems like this could be a major development in this case. So why are officials not yet sharing more information with the public?
I think it's of optimum importance for law enforcement to introduce a fact pattern that could allow the public to assist in this case. And it goes back to not too long ago, there was a blast that was sent out to people that lived within a 2-mile radius to provide law enforcement with camera footage of something that would be suspected activity.
Coming in here was detained is not arrested, right? Are they in custody today? That is another viewer question.
Well, the term detainment is somewhat abstract. When we have a conviction, the money could be deposited by, it can be law enforcement or it can be someone else to see if that account is in fact active. But there has been no nexus to.
Look at the back of that. You see the back of that?
Support that the ransom has been paid by the family.
And you can see him there. Whose fingers are those? Let me look at something.
All right, Darren, 2 more questions before we wrapped here. So we touched on this a little bit.
Look at that.
But a Range Rover was towed away from a Culver's parking lot there just last night.
Oh, yep. Well, now we know. Look at there. That's a fucking tattoo and a bracelet. Look at that. That is not Zach. That one's not. How about that, guys? Holy shit. Look at this motherfucker. Look at that. There we go. Oh my God, I feel 80 today. All right. So this is either oh, I did enlarge it. That's enlarged. I feel 180 today. Oh my God, I do too. I haven't slept. My body feels so old. It feels so old today. He's got a pinky ring on. He fucking does. He's got a ring there. But he's got a bracelet on and he's got a tattoo right there. So this does, well, it's either Luke or his brother. So that means, I'm telling you, there's some fucking connection here. In my opinion, 20 likes needed to 1,000. Why would Luke have to walk home if he wasn't driving? So who was in the house? Exactly. In my opinion, So in the beginning, we was told that it was a mom and a son. And then we heard it was a mom and I think the guy's friend or something like that in the beginning. Mm-mm-mm. Give me a second. What I do with the whole thing? Oh, that's not a bracelet. He's got cuffs on. Wait a second. Let me show you this one. He's got cuffs on. Right hand has tattoos right there for sure. Oh, that's a tattoo. You damn right that's a tattoo. Right? Oops, wrong one. That's a tattoo. Yeah, that would be his left hand. Looks like there's a ring right there. But it could be. It might not be. I think Luke's been into too many things, in my opinion, to I think he knows people. I don't know, but something is very weird. Thank you, Brandy. Something is very weird between, in my opinion, Luke, Zach. Luke and Zach. Something's weird. Very, very weird. Look at this.
After it was involved in a traffic stop during a law enforcement operation in connection to this investigation. What information do we have?
Do you see that?
Culver's parking lot there just last night after it was.
See, they show Summer Brown. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that very much. Your support. Thank you so much. We need 2 members, 2 more members for our goal, guys. Hit the consider becoming a member of the Pearl family. I'd love to have you. Thank you so much, Summer Brown. Appreciate you very, very much. And we got 1,000 likes. And a members only. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much. When you're listening but not seeing pictures, it's not the same, right, Shannon? How you doing, baby? Thank you so much, Summer. Appreciate you. We need a picture.
All right, Darren,
of
2
the
more
brother.
questions before we wrapped here. So we touched on this a little bit, but a Range Rover was towed away from a Culver's parking lot there just last night.
So is this why Tina, I don't know, but there's, you know, like I have said from day one, I wouldn't be surprised if potentially there's a connection between 3 of them or something. Oh, Magdalena, thank you so much, honey, for getting our goal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. It's very kind of you. I appreciate you. My thing is, if you received one of those memberships, make sure you thank our beautiful Magdalena. Thank you, Magdalena, for your support. Oh Lord, I need ibuprofen. I think that in my opinion, there's a connection between Luke and this potential, allegedly, perhaps, Zach guy. Now, you know, when it comes to Tommaso and them, again, I think it's very strange. I'm not going to lie. There could be, potentially, we don't know, or may not be. But with Daly and Zach, in my opinion,
After it was
these are the 2 I'm kind of worried about now more than anything, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Thrill Me Too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. 20 months. I don't like it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
involved in a traffic stop during a law enforcement
Thank you,
operation
babe.
in
Do you hear
connection
me?
to
Thank
this
you, Thrill Me Too.
investigation. What information do we have about that as I'm sharing just some of the photos that we're getting in here for our viewers?
Sure. At that Culver's fast food restaurant, we did have the detainment of an individual as it relates
You know
to that
something?
Range Rover. There was a series of tarps that had been brought up by FBI agents as they looked to extract information from that, or I should say discovery from that Range Rover. We don't have anything of substantive value to prove or disprove that there was something that connects that individual with the crime. But at the same token, the investigation is ongoing and will later on determine if this individual, in fact, would be arrested or would they be released as we had.
Got a question. I had a picture. I still have it somewhere, but it's a picture of Luke in a pool. You can see his tattoos.
A suspect earlier that was released later on down the line.
Yeah.
My last question for you here. Pima County Sheriff Nanos has said that he is working with the FBI after those claims came out that they may have been butting heads there. But I did want to share
There
this
was a
question
lot.
from Chrissy saying, do you think the sheriff waited too long to get the FBI involved?
You know, that's been $1 million question. You have to look at how this developed or how it started. It started off as a missing persons.
Is there more? Guys, I'm going to end it here. Thank you, Birdie. Thank you so much, baby. Appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate that. Lord have mercy. I've got to be up at 5:30 in the morning and it's already 11:30 here. Thank you so much, Birdie. Really appreciate that. Yeah. So we're going to out of hypes, Justin. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna go take an ibuprofen too. I haven't taken an ibuprofen in freaking years. My body feels old today. I will be back tomorrow. If you find anything, send it to me, please. 307-228-4906. You can text it to me, or you can email it to me at justice, JUSTICE, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com. All justice, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com. I wish there was an anti-aging pill. The guy that has been doing lab searching for Nancy, who's Alex. I don't know who Alex is. There's something going on though. There's something going on for sure. And we'll dig more. But we'll see. Cleaner to be continued, yeah. The guy you just played. Oh, Alex from the. I want to give a special thank you to, Alex from Investigation. I want to email him. If you find one, send me. Yeah, exactly. Shannon, I don't know, because if you text me or email me, I'll tell you, as long as you know. I think there might be a hiccup potentially with why there's not been an arrest yet. I'll just say that. I don't want to put it out there to give any criminal network. Thank you. Special thank you to Criminal Network Alex. Make sure you go subscribe to him, please. All right, guys. Much love, everyone. God bless you. Thank you so much. Justice for Nancy. Good night.